I have something special tonight that I haven't told any of the players about. That's right. And they can win something tonight. That's right. Because I have two very special things here. These from the Seattle Chocolate Company. One is the Peanut Butter Crisp Milk Chocolate Truffle Bar, and the other one is the San Juan Sea Salt with Toffee Pieces Truffle Bar. And these are going to be given out based on how the play goes. Unfortunately, Rastivar, I don't think you're going to be able to qualify because the Peanut Butter Crisp Bar is going to go to whoever makes the play of the night. That is not me. The reason I'm giving these away is because I got these for Christmas and I can't have chocolate. They're really, really good. These are like super nice, but I cannot have chocolate. So these go to the other players. So whoever gets the best play of the night gets this, the super awesome Peanut Butter Crisp Bar. Whoever is the saltiest tonight, that isn't me, gets the San Juan Sea Salt Bar. So that's kind of how I figured I'd do it. And I will mail it out to them. Whoever wins, wins. And here we go. Welcome, everybody.
Hello. Hello.
Hello.
Hello.
So I'm going to run through everybody here. I am the Damage. I play Captain Nyril Forms, who is a hare. He's a Gerbine by race. We are using the Humblewood rule set, and he's a fighter. And he used to be a bandit. Now he's less of a bandit. And yeah, he's right now not on very good terms with our sorcerer, who is played by Tau Spoons. So, Tau Spoons, you want to introduce yourself and your character?
Yes, I will happily reintroduce myself. Hello, everybody. I am Tau Spoons. I will be playing Sage Racaw, Divine Soul Sorcerer, Talky Bird, with a little bit of a concussion at the moment. And not on the best side of our good Mon Capitaine. And I have a cat. Hi. Hi, everybody. Hello.
Aww. And we all have cats except for Rastivar. We are working on that. It's not working very well yet, but surely he will come around to the fur side. But next up, we've got Nuime. Want to introduce yourself and your character?
Hello, I'm Nuime. I play Keela, who is the little burb scout. It's a Mistral Raptor done as a African falcon. That's why it's so small. Very cute. I'm hoping I don't die and I can shoot things. That would be nice.
Yeah, we hope you can shoot things too, because when you shoot them, you always hit like a nat 20 and just destroy whatever you hit.
I get very lucky sometimes.
That wind touched, man.
There you go.
What just dinged? I missed the ding. Oh no.
Uh-oh.
So can anybody tell me what just dinged? I gotta.
I did not hear it, but I've got Twitch muted.
Oh. Black just says it wasn't me this time. Okay. Well, I didn't get a new notification. Maybe it's just a really, really late notification for something, but I don't know. Strange. Hang on, I can check here. There's a screen I actually need to pop out anyways. But as I do that, Nomad, would you like to introduce yourself and your character?
Hello, I am Nomad. I play Theron, the Way of the Kensei monk, and probably gonna fall off this tree at some point.
I'll get you. I can do that, right?
Me. Come get me.
We all have the best faith going into this, and now to introduce the one responsible for that is our TM Rastivar.
Hello, I'm Rastivar. I'm playing everybody else, and yeah, when we were finally getting back together to run this session, I sent out a reminder to everybody: look over your character sheets, remind yourselves of your abilities and your inventory. Just make sure you got everything ready. And I think I might have oversold it. Maybe. We'll see. But we do have some interesting things coming up, and I'm really looking forward to it. I have been really eager to get to this session. So, do we have any business we need to take care of before we dive right in?
Just one
Just that
thing.
that was very ominous.
Yeah, that too.
Like, no.
Any last words?
I know, right?
I was able to pull up my notifications panel because the one in OBS doesn't have everything, so I had to pull up the Streamlabs one. Streaming is really fun because you can use OBS, Twitch, and Streamlabs OBS all at the same time, and all three will give you different bits of information. None of them will give you all of it. Brilliant. But the ding that I heard is from Oxy for hosting us, so thank you very, very much.
Oh,
So
awesome.
Big cheer here. I wanted to recognize that before we kick off into the game. I think we should be good to go.
All right. So, last time on Stonemoss Abbey, the Valley of Embershire is under attack. A stag warlord named Lorik Thornheart, who commands an army of vicious bandits and plant creatures, is already laying siege to the city of Maplecrest. Meanwhile, 4 heroes have journeyed deep into the perilous Ashlands in search of the fabled Sword of Gaspard, which may be their only hope of defeating Lorik. On the way, they have learned more about the plant-based menace that they face. The bramble, a parasitic plant form that can infect living creatures, overthrow their minds, and turn them into vicious monsters. But does Lorik control the bramble, or is the bramble controlling him? The former bandit Nyril Forms, the Abbey monk Theron Thistlebrush, Perch Guard scout Keela, and the visiting scholar Sage Rakaw now find themselves climbing the bramble-infested husk of a great tree known as the Withered Elm. At its top nest a pair of leaf-winged bird creatures who have stolen the sword. Climbing alongside them is the enormous evil serpent Astereth, who promised to lead them to the sword in return for help in defeating the bird creatures. But while climbing the trunk of the withered elm, Astereth has been ensnared by bramble vines and beset by 3 lumbering tree blights, putting our heroes in the strange position of defending their serpentine ally. And we are already in that battle. We are going to jump right back into the initiative order. I have the tracker on the screen, and we are at the top of the order, which brings us to Theron. So just to remind you of the situation, we have Astereth is stretched across several of these branches with the scaffolding all around. The bark that you see is difficult terrain. Scaffolding and platforms are normal terrain. Astereth has been pinned down by several of these clusters of bramble vines. Theron was able to clear one of them, which has allowed her to free her head so that she can bite at her attackers. These massive tree creatures have been focusing on trying to beat the life out of Astereth. So as we begin combat, Astereth is still flexing against these vines, and she looks back over herself and hisses, "Come on, free my tail! I can do more than just bite them if you just help me!" And Theron, you are up.
What do you think I've been trying to do? And as he's kind of got down here, and looks like he's got some fans or wanting some autographs or something here.
Oh yeah.
He's already leaning in with his sword and taking a swipe at the bramble that's holding on to her here.
Okay. Give me some attack rolls.
I'm gonna do an attack roll with my sword.
Yeah, it'll hit.
Could have been better, but
I mean, it's big, massive vines. It's not difficult to hit. All right. So you have slashed pretty deep into it. It is not quite gone yet.
I'm going to take a secondary attack.
Go for it.
With the sword as well.
That will definitely hit.
Nice.
Nice.
Get him.
Oh,
Damage roll could have been better.
All right. That is actually still enough. And that
Hey.
cluster of bramble vines is free. You see her coils start to slide and flex as she has a lot more mobility than she did a moment ago. Anything else?
Before she can slide and flex too much, Theron's going to take just the space of a breath to clear his mind, burn a key point to do Step of the Wind.
Okay.
And just before these two can even react, he's already sprung to his feet, lands on top of her, and then leaps off and tries to land over here. And I can roll
Okay.
anything that is required. To roll for
Make an
that.
acrobatics check.
Please don't
Acrobatics check to see if we go off the tree.
Oh
That's
no.
that's a natural 2.
fail. Ooh.
Okay. You feel your paws slip as you run over her back. You do manage to grab onto the other side and not lose your footing, but it is close.
Ooh, boy.
All
And
right.
that will be my turn.
Okay. Next up is this blue tree blight, which is going to start wailing on Astereth. First attack misses. Second attack misses. Well, I guess now that she has more of her head free, she's able to bob and weave out of the way of these lumbering heavy strikes, and she does not take any damage.
You're welcome.
And it is her turn. So she is, you see her rear up, and she is going to strike at, let's see. Yeah, she is going to strike at the blue tree. And that is going to hit. Hang on.
Get him.
Hit hard.
Go, crazy snake lady, go.
How do you want to do this?
She rears back. Her fangs pierce deep into this tree creature's bark. It's going to deal 17 piercing damage.
Ooh,
And
nasty.
not roll great on the poison, and he did make his con save, so only 7 poison damage.
Still a big
But
hit.
that is a nice big hit for that troll, or that that tree.
That trio.
Trio, yep.
Troll, yeah. Trio. I like trio.
sounds like a Louisiana dish.
And now that you've freed another part of her coils, she's going to try to hook them around the red creature with a constriction attack.
Cool.
And it is able to shrug that off. It is not able to land. So all my big monsters do not roll well. All right. That'll bring us to Keela.
All right. Well, it's not really a big deal to move to here. And I'm going to shoot at Big Green here.
Okay.
We'll have a shot. A
17 is going to hit.
And 17, I believe, damage.
That's actually both of those. That was a nice big roll.
Dang.
Well.
Almost max damage.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
That was 1 point off max damage.
Oh, wow.
Jeez.
So
Wow.
yeah, that's 28 damage.
Cool.
Yep. Keela is our main damage dealer in the party.
The green tree is wobbling something fierce. All right. Now it's all the twigs.
Oh. Bubbles Juniors.
So this is going to go here and here. I think these are probably just going to try to strike at Astereth. So the 2 that strike at Astereth both miss. Attacks coming in against Theron. There's a 12 and a 9.
Both will miss, sir.
An attack coming against Nyril. There's a 20.
Yeah, that'll hit.
For a whopping 2 damage.
Oh no, Splinter.
And that brings us to the red Triol. Who's also going to try to go after Astereth. And all of those will hit.
Ooh. Ooh. No.
It's 7 damage, 9 damage, and 10 damage.
Ooh.
And
Almost, Nick.
Astereth is starting to look a little rough.
No.
She is bloodied. Recall.
All right. Recall will. It's going to open him to an opportunity attack. If I were to step here, like just one square up, is that provoking an attack of opportunity or no?
No.
Okay.
That's still within a 5-foot melee range. Oh, one thing I forgot. The green tree at the beginning of its turn regained 10 hit points.
What I thought. All right. I am going to step up 1 square's worth.
Mm-hmm.
And then I am going to rev up 2 distinct clouds of blinky crows, i.e. twinning spell Toll the Dead. Wait, can I do that? Doesn't have to.
You can.
No.
Yeah, you can twin a cantrip.
All right.
Nice.
Well, I was thinking about the targeting aspect of twin spell. You got to specifically target a creature. I couldn't remember if that was Toll the Dead or not.
Yes.
Okay.
It's any spell that targets exactly one creature.
Yeah. I will send 1 cloud at the green tree and then a second cloud. Can I see from here which of the 2 biggies looks more hurt? Between blue and red?
They're pretty close, but blue is more hurt.
All right. I'll send a second cloud at blue.
All right.
And those are wisdom saves for you. So.
Okay. That's a 4 and a 0.
Oh.
I was thinking the trees weren't that wise, so.
Yeah, it's a good guess.
All right. 2 damage rolls. Here is. Oh, hang on. This should be. Yeah, I'm 5th level. This should be. Both have damage, so 2d12.
Yeah, 2d12.
For the one, and that will be green and blue.
Ooh, big ol' hit on blue.
Nice.
We like it.
Blue is definitely starting to look pretty shaky. Not as shaky as green, but you're doing work.
Okay. Well,
actually, I
think that's all I've got for this turn. Rakaa is trying to split his attention between the giant monster to his left and the stuff to the right, and looking pretty nervous since he just got back up after being conked out. That'll be my turn.
All right, and we'll chalk this up to me being a little rusty because I forgot the green had not had its turn yet, so it would have restored 10 hit points, but it won't now.
Oh.
So you see that
Nice.
it is failing to heal the necrotic blow that you've just dealt it, and in fact, it is looking like a light wind would finish it off, but it is going to also start to wail on Astereth. Yeah, that's 3 hits, including a crit.
Dang.
Ooh.
Oof.
Well,
Oh,
I did my
boy.
best.
Yeah, for a total of 34 damage.
Ooh,
Mm.
jeez.
Uh-oh.
We're
I think we
about
have
to
a
lose
problem.
us a snake. Mhm.
Yeah.
And you see Asterith, she actually shrieks in pain. And she looks back, and you actually see fear in her eyes.
Uh-oh.
And she says, "Hurry up and kill these things!" Nyril, you're up.
Trying. And he's just gonna go for a cutlass attack on this green tree here. Which,
Okay.
yeah.
You are flanking. Or-
Yay.
No, you're not flanking because Asterith
Nope.
is pinioned there.
Yep.
12, unfortunately, is not going to hit.
Okay, and second attack. Nope. Okay, yep. Apparently I'm not trying very hard.
Yeah, this tree is moving erratically, and as slow as it is, you're having trouble. You sort of knock aside some pieces that were already mostly broken off, but you're not getting into the heartwood.
Yep.
Anything else with your turn?
As a bonus action, can I toss a potion of healing to Rakaw?
Didn't you? Do you have more than one?
I had 2. I gave you one
Oh,
already,
okay.
and I can give you another one.
So what you can do is you can, yeah. I mean, I'll give you that interaction.
Okay. In that case, Nyril is gonna give his last remaining potion of healing to Rakaw.
Okay.
Recall will do the whole. I got it. No, I don't got it. No, I got it.
You bet I got it.
My dexterity is 8. I can get things, but it's hard.
It's okay. My strength is 18, and I missed 2 hits on a tree. Again.
Oh.
And that's it.
All right, Theron.
Seeing that this thing is wobbling, Theron is going to steady himself because he almost lost his footing and fell to his death just a moment ago. But he's going to kick off and rush forward, and I guess that will provoke 2 opportunity attacks.
Yep. So let's 14 and a 22.
The 22 will hit.
4 piercing damage as one of them manages to just slash at your ankles.
That hurts. As he does, he comes up and he kind of almost runs up the side of Asterith here a little bit and bounds off of her and just plants a foot right in the back of this thing's little tree head.
Okay, go ahead and roll. That's going to hit.
Nice.
For 6 damage.
And you hear something splinter, and the tree sort of bows in the middle and falls limp.
And as it's falling, he's already gone into motion. Can I do an attack, bonus action, then attack with my 2 attacks?
Uh,
Because I get 2 attacks per action.
Yeah.
Can I use a bonus action in between them?
Yeah, we'll allow that.
Yep. Just as he's kicking off this thing, he's going to launch forward again, and as he does, his sword is going to burst into flame, and he's going to rake it across this bramble right here on her Asterith's tail.
Okay.
So he's going to just kick off that and hit here.
Roll your attack. That is just enough.
Oh, excellent.
Ooh.
So
that's a 8 from the sword, and then what was it, a D6?
Mm-hmm.
My screen's so crowded. Huh. It's not on there. Let's do it off here then. +1. +1
All
fire
right.
damage.
Well, the fire damage is doubled, but you see that those flames spreading rapidly across the bramble, and the combination of the fire and the slashing is enough to completely destroy that that bit of bramble.
And I will just hop off her tail before I get knocked off the tree again.
Good idea.
That'll be my turn.
All right.
Is that so? Is the green tree down?
Yep.
It is. You see it slumped over. Make a perception check for me, please.
Oh.
Oh boy.
Oh no. It's only sleeping.
You see some fibers inside the broken sections of wood that are slowly beginning to knit together.
Oh, you gotta be bloody well kidding me.
All right. Now it is the blue one. Which manages to hit 3 times.
Good Lord, have mercy.
Man.
And you see Astereth is rocking back with these body blows like almost like a boxer who's just about to hit the deck. But she is still, after taking 3 solid blows, she shakes her head, blinks, and you see a desperation kindling in her eyes. As she is going to return the flavor. Really bad roll.
Oh no.
So her bite goes wide. She is going to try to constrict the red one. Another bad roll.
Oh jeez.
And then her
man.
tail is going to try to come up and hit the red one also.
Oh,
That one finally hits.
Yay.
woohoo!
I was gonna say, maybe we're not losing much here.
She's not having a good day. All right, Keela, you are up.
Bad snake. Let's see. So the green one's kind of slumped over in my way, correct?
Yes.
Okay. How big are these things in comparison to us?
They're about 20 feet tall.
Okay. So just shoving its
Or
dead body
15,
off
yeah.
the platform is not an option. Okay.
Not for small burb.
Not for small burb. Nope. Small burb then is going to hoof it over. Yeah. Let's go over here. And gonna shoot at Mr. Red.
Okay, go ahead, and this will be a sneak attack, or if you hit.
Come on. 18.
That'll hit.
Oh. Only 12.
All right. Well, it is. You're definitely chipping away at it. It is not all the way down, but it is definitely much hurt. All right. Twigs are going to move.
Oh god, I forgot about them. Oh no. Oh no.
Oh
What have I done?
yeah.
What have I done?
Macho Man Randy Savage has entered the chat.
Okay, so
Oh,
those 2 had to dash. They are not able to strike, but these 2 are going to strike at Keela while flanking.
Oh, no.
14 and a 13 to hit, so I
No,
don't think that's going to do
neither
anything.
one. Yay.
All right. The
And Keela can move.
oh
That's
yes, she
right.
can move because
I
she
can
is
move.
a scout.
You're right. Let's see here. I'm just trying to see how much I can move. Where is... It's been a bit. Oh,
It's
where?
half your movement, I think.
Okay. Um, You know what? Whoop.
Yeah. And because you can glide, that's,
That's easy.
yeah, you can do that.
Cool. All right.
Bringing,
Next.
bringing up red. Okay. Asterith is still desperate. She is bobbing and weaving, and she manages to avoid all but one of those attacks.
Oof.
Recall.
All right. Rakaw is going to. He sees, I think, how desperate Asterith is. I think he's going to try. The green one is technically unconscious, I think. Is that
Yeah.
inaccurate-ish?
It does not appear to be moving or responding to anything right now.
So, if I were to cast Toll the Dead on it, is that any kind of automatic success, or are you still rolling?
Uh,
Or
You
do
don't
I
know.
not know?
You wouldn't know.
Okay. All right. Well, I think I need to chance it. I will send out another twin spell. 2 more crow clouds. One at green and another one at blue.
Okay.
Let me know if I get to roll some damage.
All right. That is 2 failures.
Good.
Nice.
Good. All right. Here's for green.
Get him.
And here's for. Did I say blue? Because I meant to say blue.
Oh,
Yeah.
Yes.
Either way. Yep.
Nice.
Very.
All right. So, you see the spell take hold. Some parts of the trees crumble with that black necrotic energy. And when it comes around to Green's turn, that necrosis spreads rapidly through the bark. The whole thing crumbles in on itself. Green is gone.
Yay.
And that brings us to Nyril.
Alrighty. Well, what is my distance here? There we go. I know I'm going to take an attack of opportunity, but he is going to use the Gerbine long jump to get all the way over here. Boing. With that, incur an attack opportunity from him as I pass. Actually, I should just go there. Yeah. So went from there.
Yeah, it would. So, but the first attack of opportunity was just a 10, so nothing.
Okay.
As you land in the bramble,
Orfang, fewer claws.
you do take 5 piercing damage as you come down in the middle of this.
Owie. Okay, well, I could have done that differently.
It's like jumping onto Legos.
Ow. And he's going to attack the bramble. So here we
Okay.
go. First attack. Oops, wrong weapon.
Yeah, that'll hit.
Yay, for 14 damage.
And that is actually enough. The bramble is gone.
Woohoo.
Yay.
And it just splinters beneath you.
In that case, second attack goes on the little twig right next to him.
Okay.
12
Just
hit.
misses.
Of course. Alrighty. Let's see here. And I can't really bonus action unarmed strike, so that's it for me.
All right. That brings us back around to Theron.
I have a feeling I'm going to regret this. Theron is going to once again use Step of the Wind. And
All
he
right.
is going to dart past all of this, jump onto Asterith, and just leap over the dead tree. Can I squeeze past Rakaw?
You can. Now, are you using Step of the Wind to dash or to disengage? Just one or the other.
Oh, I've been doing that wrong. I thought Step of the Wind gave you both. I'm using it to dash. Well, yeah, I'm using it to dash.
Okay. You are going to take 3 points of damage from an attack of opportunity.
All right. Well, I should have got one off both of them then.
Yeah, one of them missed.
Oh, okay. And as I go by Rakaa here, I'm going to hit the end of this, and I'm going to leap across.
Okay.
And Step of the Wind should double my jump speed, I believe.
Oh, yes. You were able to clear that.
Or my jump distance.
Mm-hmm.
Can I tell which of these trees is looking more hurt?
Definitely is red. I'm sorry, blue.
Yep. Just as I land, sword's coming out, and going to skid to a stop right here and take 2 attacks on blue.
Okay.
Or take an attack on blue.
Go for it.
Is not getting a flanking bonus off Asterith, am I?
No, you are. She is
All right.
very much active.
Hey, I can do the little shifty things working now.
Oh, nice.
Nice.
And it's a good thing it is.
Woo!
Ooh.
Dang.
All right.
So that is going to be a 2d10 plus 5.
Woohoo.
So that's 11 plus 5. That's 16 slashing damage.
Nice.
This tree slumps over.
Yep. And just as I go through it, he's going to turn and do a backslash on red.
Okay.
Flanking as well on that one.
Yes.
Hey, the shifty thing doesn't work now.
Oh,
Oh.
27 still hits.
I
You
would
can
hope
roll
so.
again if you want to see if you get a crit.
All
right,
Yep.
then.
There you go.
Hello.
We'll take that.
Kaboom, man. Crit and crit.
Not as good of a hit though.
No.
Wow.
So that's 11 damage on red.
All right. Well, that was still a good hit. And on Blue's turn, you see the remnants of that necrotic energy from Rakaw's spell suddenly crunch in, and it also crumbles into wood chippings. And it is gone.
Cool.
Which
Nice.
is very good, because that means it doesn't get a turn.
Ooh,
Yep.
yeah.
Cool.
Mm-hmm.
And Asterith is up, and now that she is completely free, she is going to she's actually going to take the shove action.
Nice.
And this will be a strength contest. And she manages to wrap herself around it and back this thing up. So it is starting to teeter, but it's not quite off yet.
Ooh.
All right. Keela.
Okay. Well, only one thing sounds smart, and that's popping over here
Mm-hmm.
and shooting at the thing in the direction that's trying to fall as well. So,
All right. Go ahead and roll. 10, unfortunately, is going to miss.
What? What? All right, and then
Nuts.
because she's busy, I'm gonna pop back behind her so I don't die.
All right.
Sounded like a smart.
The twigs are going to congregate.
Of course.
I was kind of hoping she would just like
Actually,
wipe them
yeah,
all
one
off.
of them, one of
behind her.
them, yeah. Actually, yeah. All right, so against Nyril, we have a 13, a 20, and a 4.
That 20 is going to hit.
4 damage.
Owie.
Against Rakaw, we have a 15 and a 9.
One of those is going to hit.
Okay. That's 4 damage. Brings us back to red, which is going to making a strength save to try to pull itself back up onto the platform. And it is able to
Oh,
reel itself back up.
oh man.
Recall.
You do have a potion of healing if you haven't used it already, by the way.
Yeah. Was that just a regular?
Yep, just a regular.
Okay. This is a hard choice. I got a question for you, DM.
Yes.
So Agnazar's Scorcher is a 30-foot ray, effectively.
Yes.
If I were to do this number, what am I able to hit if I'm aiming in this direction?
I mean,
Nyril aside.
Yeah. You are going to hit Asterith. You could hit... From your current position, you could hit 2 of those twigs, but not all 3.
Okay. And the odds are, of course, worse for what's in front of me. All right. Let us try. This is a hard choice. All right. Let's go ahead and do another twin spell, Toll the Dead. Primary target will be the big red doofus, and secondary target will be the little tree blight right there over the dead green thing.
We will do that. The tree gets a 1.
Yay!
The twig gets an 11.
I don't think that saves because it's against Wisdom 16. So.
Yep.
Oh wow.
Two sets of 2d12. Here's against red, and here's against mini bite.
Well, the mini actually has not been damaged yet.
Oh, okay, my bad.
Aww.
Well, then he would
So
take
it's 2d8, right?
Yeah, that's
Yes.
still enough. He's dead.
I think there's a problem with that.
Dead now.
All right. And yeah, that's a good solid hit on red. Bringing us to Nyril.
Okay, well, let's attack this dude here with longsword. I really hope 23 hits.
Oh, yes.
Yay.
And he's dead.
Okay, and dude on the other side.
Okay.
Nope.
Sadly, no.
All and
right.
I'm going to use my bonus action to use Second Wind.
Okay. So, not a bad idea.
Oh,
Big
thank
heal.
Goodness. Nice.
You.
All right. That brings us to Theron.
Yeah, just throwing away any pretense of trying to defend himself. He's just stepping into this and throwing 2 sword attacks directly into red.
Okay.
He'll reposition here just in case.
Sure. You will get flanking.
First hit.
17 hits.
Nice.
For 9 damage.
Uh-huh.
Second hit.
Yep.
Will be 20.
20, that'll hit.
for another 7 damage.
Okay.
Bonus action, he's going to just follow it right in. Just do the 2 slashes. And just as he's following through with the second slash, he's going to bring a little back heel kick in. $24
That'll hit.
for 10 damage. It's best
Oh,
hit out of
wow.
all of them.
Did you just kick the tree off the landing?
I wish. And that will be my turn.
All right. And Asterith is up. She seems to take some heart from the good work that you're doing. Her eyes focus on that tree, and she hisses, "No, it's time for you to die, you piece of lumber!" And all right, that's looking better. All right, so that is 12 piercing damage on the bite. He reduces the poison to 12, but as her mouth comes in and absolutely crushes the midsection of the trunk, you actually see some steaming venom gush out of some of the wounds, and the tree crumbles.
Yay!
Meanwhile, her tail is going to come around. Knocks this twig, absolutely explodes it and scatters it across the scaffolding. And her coils are going to constrict around this twig, and it is crunched into paste.
Whew.
Oh yeah, soften that one up for you.
Use some good damage rolls on things that she couldn't possibly avoid killing.
Well, you know, that's how it goes.
All right, Keela.
Well, there's only one left, isn't there?
I think you got this.
I think. Do we? Okay, Keela is going to move up the bark to about there. I'm guessing she can. Got lots of
you're
movement speed to work with.
a good climber.
And yeah, we're just going to try and hit little Dinky.
Okay.
13.
How do you want to do this?
Hey! Let's see here. Well, I guess the crossbolt is just going to go right through its little head, and it's just going to burst apart.
Head bursts apart. You see the arms come up.
Probably. I mean, they are twin blades. They're not
And
the
then-
smartest.
And it
Nyril
just freezes.
Nyril
go
just kind of leans the leg over and just kicks it over.
All right.
And I think Rakaw is going to take a few steps and then kind of go, "Who keeps ringing that bell?" And then sort of flump into a sitting position.
Aw.
All right. So Asterith is going to gather herself up.
Her lovely perched way.
And coils. And you see her shuddering a little bit, wincing as her coils come together. I could definitely do with some more rest. But
I think we all could, but if we got time.
if I go on in this state, I don't think it'll matter.
Yes. A break would be wise.
Well, ain't got an object.
It looks clear up ahead. Don't fancy staying right here, but maybe a little further on. Might find a safe hollow.
I was going to look it around at the group and see if, see what they want to do.
Well, I hate to say it because I don't really want to be apart from the group, but I am a scout. I can go ahead a little ways, see what I can find.
No, I think if we go anywhere, we go together. I just wanted to get your all's input before we take a break.
Yeah, it wouldn't be a bad idea to find a spot to catch our breath. And Theron is going to ease towards Asterith, just real slow. You just real quick. And he's going to really slowly reach toward where she's coiled up, where she's got kind of a wound there. This is going to hurt just a little. Hold still. And takes a piece of bramble that's kind of wedged under a scale and kind of pops it out. There.
Thanks.
Yeah. Don't mention it.
Kind of looks like she's really not used to saying that word.
And he's just going to ease on around. Still a little bit wary, even though they've had a little battle together now, but still very, very aware of the fact this is a huge creature and that's a long drop.
I think Nyral's going to come on down to Rakaw, and he's got his sword sheathed again. He's going to just reach out his right paw to help him up.
Rakaw is going to look up in a bit of a dazed fashion and then ignore the paw and struggle to his feet himself.
Trying to help. Whatever. Nyral's just going to let him do his own thing then.
All right. Gather yourselves up. You begin to continue along your way up the scaffolding as it winds around the tree. Asterith is constantly looking around, her tongue flicking out to scent the air. You don't see any more movement. As you work your way around up the scaffolding, you find that it is joining another broad platform that seems to lead into another opening, an arched entrance into the tree itself. This opening actually looks more elegantly carved than the others you've seen. There's no door in place, but a sort of a sculpted arch and lintel, and at the apex you see carved the sun and twin feathers of Ardea, chief of the Amaranthine. And you notice something that you may not have noticed explicitly until now. There has been a scent of rot and sulfur hanging over this entire tree. But the scent rolling out of this chamber is fresh, like the forest of southern Embershire in late spring. And Asterith also is flicking her tongue out. I don't like the scent of that place. I'll wait out here if it's just the same to you.
Suit yourself. I'm going to head on in.
Just
All right.
be safe, I guess.
And she
a moment.
manages.
Everybody, gather around. You know, not too close in Astereth's case, I guess, since she doesn't want to come in the room. But when everybody is roughly within range, Rakah will sit down and work on a prayer of healing.
Okay.
Oh.
I think Astereth actually sort of recognizing what you're doing is going to try to nudge a little closer. That's the tip of her tail in range.
How funny.
All right. So everybody go ahead and take 12 hit points.
Nice.
Oh, wow.
Yay.
Why don't you rest now?
She's
Yeah.
going to tuck herself into a crook of the branches, manages to make herself surprisingly compact, and her scales almost disappear against the gnarled bark of the elm as you stand at the threshold of what appears to be a treetop shrine.
Oh.
It's good to find a place such as this, and a place such as this.
Yeah, it's a pleasant sight, so be careful. Seeing what friendly stuff can do to us here, especially back at that bog.
Yep.
Yeah.
Just because it's a shrine, don't make it safe.
Theron's going to ease in very cautiously.
Sure.
Rakah will go in a little less cautiously. I think trusting in the divinity of the site to offer resistance against the stuff that's around.
Mm-hmm.
And Keela's definitely just kind of like wary of it, but slowly easing in as well. Letting
Yeah.
Theron go first. You go ahead.
As you make your way into the space, you see a flicker of green light from the center island in the middle of this pool, which gradually resolves into a familiar figure.
Hey.
A mouse in armor who is looking up toward the ceiling. Doesn't acknowledge you at first, but then he says, "It's nearby. I can feel it. I guess that makes sense. I'm pretty sure it's the reason I'm here. Wow, you all look kind of rough."
Been a exciting climb to get here.
Yep.
It's not over, I'm afraid. If only there was something I could do to help.
We'll pass
Clarion, do you
on.
think you could... And then suddenly you see several large red blooms grow up around the shrine to Altus. Oh, well, that could do nicely. There are 6 of these red blooms. They look like the one you saw in the maze. As you recall, Trill had said that the red flowers are good for healing.
Forgive me, which shrine is Altus? I don't remember the symbols.
The yes, this one on over here. Can you see the nameplates?
Nope.
Okay, not sure why those aren't showing up.
But
all right, but yes, the green goblet is for Altus, who is the Strig amaranthine associated with strength and great feats of heroism and valor.
I think Rakah will head over that way and see if he can maybe take some of the flowers and attempt to turn them into medicine or discern and make use of their medicinal properties.
Actually, as soon as you touch the first flower, it petals open up and you see pollen burst over your face. And you are going to recover another 14 hit points.
Oh,
Nice.
Raka is going to sneeze and then go, ah, I've never felt this good after a sneeze before.
Hmm.
We could have used some of those back in the day.
Yeah, we could have used some of those just a couple minutes ago.
Well, anybody who needs still can. I'm not sure if anybody else is in need, but these make you feel pretty good.
I think I'm fine, thanks.
Good.
There are 5 more blooms.
Well, if nobody else is going to go for one, then I'll go for a second. I could use maybe a little more rejuvenation.
All right. Another one puffs and you gain 16 hit points.
Woof. Okay.
Nice.
Well, I'm feeling pretty good now. Hey. All right. Oh, maybe could have used these instead of that spell, but anyway, what's done is done. And he will start looking around the chamber, just eyeing the shrines.
And before you do, make a medicine check.
Okay.
All right. I'd say with that, maybe it might be possible to capture that pollen before it's released and then use it somehow rather than using it all at once.
So, in other words, like going for the second one, I would siphon the excess. Is that what you're getting at, or am I missing?
There are 4. You've used 2. There are 4
Right.
more blooms.
Okay, so
And
basically you're saying bottle the essence.
yeah, there may be a way to do that.
Okay. Do I have bottles? Let me look at my inventory real quick.
That's a question.
Well, you have potions you've drunk.
True.
See, I always forget to leave the bottle in my inventory after, like, now I'm gonna think about that.
I throw my bottle to the ground and yell, "Another!"
Smooth move, Thor. Thorin.
Thorin.
Yeah.
Warren. You know, the attitude.
While Rakaw's over there sniffing the roses, Theron's actually going to sit down and close his eyes. Just kind of go completely slack, almost. Just full rest.
And while he's doing that, Keela's slowly making her way around the room looking at the other shrines, like slowly. Like very, like each step is almost overly cautious.
All right.
I don't specifically have any extra bottles, but could we assume that maybe I have some extra, like, empty inkwells that I could convert for this purpose?
Well, I mean, unless you've destroyed the bottles of potion that you've used, you would still have those. But yeah,
Well, yeah, if we want to assume that I have the means to capture it, then I'll make an attempt to do so.
Okay.
Nyrel's got at least
So-
one empty
Roll
one
anything,
because the one he used
Yeah,
to
I
get
would
you up.
say Your choice of Arcana or Nature or Medicine.
Oh, that's Arcana. I'll just give her a roll. Oh, come on.
Hmm.
I have a +5.
Oh.
Oh,
Yeah, and how many of
So-
those little tree things did I miss?
this is worrying. All right. So 2 of them, as you're trying to figure out how exactly to capture that pollen before it dissipates. The first 2 are wasted. The next 2, you think you've got the hang of it. You manage to get the bottle in position. You're not able to get all of it, but you are able to get enough of this healing essence for 2 common healing potions.
Neat.
You can add those to your inventory.
Okay.
Keela, as you are exploring the space around you, you see these are wooden shrines carved out or shaped out of the wood of the tree itself, wood that has been reclaimed from other parts of the tree where rot had set in, and carefully and lovingly restored and carved into the likenesses of the shrines of the Amaranthine. So you definitely recognize right now you're in front of the rose and curling vine of Henwin, the hedge Amaranthine, who is known for their profound connection with nature and healing and balance and care. Around the rest of the perimeter, you see the compass of Rhea, the raptor, and the ivy-wreathed antlers of Kareth, the servan, the stag. Rakah is already at the shrine to Altus, and to the west of Nyril is the 3 rapiers of Gaspard. And across on the island in the middle are the feathered sun of Ardea and the moon and wing of Titan. The sun mother and the night father. And Tristan sees you looking around. He says, "We could all use a little help from high places. I don't know what your faith is, but I do find it helpful to pray at a shrine before going into something dangerous. Find the blessings are generous."
As he's talking, Kayla kind of pauses at the shrine area, and then kind of thinks better of it, and finally makes her way all the way up, around, and in front of the statue of the Night Father.
Okay. You see the very dour, mysterious visage of the owl, the midnight owl, who not only guards the night, but also the dead. And are you seeking the shrine's blessing?
Yep.
As you bow your head before the shrine, you feel a slight chill, but then it mellows into a pleasant, cool rest. And the pin feathers on the back of your neck prickle a little bit as it passes over you. And you feel a little assured that even if you do pass into beyond the veil, you will find your way into the silver lands beyond the great ocean, and still be part of the great rhythm, safely carried by the Night Father. And in the short term, the next time you're dropped to 0 hit points, you can drop to 1 hit point instead.
All right.
Nice.
Yep. Like as Keela kind of backs away, it's just like, told you once already. Not today. Not today.
That's a good way to look at it. And from
like looking at the others. You want to pray, please?
I do. I'm
Get yourself a
slightly
buff.
slightly occupied.
Cat fluff.
Dang.
Mhm.
Sorry. Come on.
You're
Saddle
currently
please.
entangled.
Yep. Grappled and taking some piercing damage. Oh, but look at this good boy.
So as you're making your way around, and you hear from outside a that feels so much better. And the ghost of Tristan the warrior looks toward the entrance and says, Is that what
Yep.
I think it is?
Uh-huh.
It's complicated.
Okay, I
Yeah.
guess so. But she's on your side.
For now.
Temporary alliance, I think, is maybe the best way to put it.
Yeah,
I don't know that she is on anybody's side beyond her own. But for now, she assists us.
Yeah.
until she decides to, work against us after we get the sword back, But whatever.
At least we know of it. We're expecting it.
I think that's wise. You can trust her to serve her own interests. Beyond that, I'd steer clear and try not to look her in the eye.
Don't recommend getting in her mouth either.
Well, yeah, I kind of thought that went without saying.
Whenever he finishes,
just like,
when he finishes up doing the gathering of the healing pollen, Raka is going to head over to Ardea's shrine and start to pray.
Yeah. All right, and you feel where Keela felt a calming chill, you feel the warmth of the rising summer sun on your face. That fills you with hope that no matter how dark things appear, you can turn things around, that there will be a dawn beyond every night. And twice during the next 24 hours, you may re-roll a d20 and take the higher of the two rolls.
nice.
Very nice.
Cool. Let me make a note.
Mm-hmm.
And after Raka had walked away from the shrine to Altus, Theron got up and made his way over there, and not kneeling down or anything, but just kind of lowers his head and closes his eyes, and just under his breath, he's like, "Can't wait to see what else you got for us. We've knocked everything down so far."
And in that moment, you feel an uplifting swell of approval. The satisfaction of a job well done, knowing that you have met incredible odds, and so far triumph. For the next 24 hours, you may add 1 to all your saving throws.
Wow.
Nice.
Nice. While everybody goes around to their, respective shrines and all that, Nyrel's just stood by the door, and it's kind of a clunk as he leans back against the wall in his armor, and another couple clunks and clatters. He just kind of crosses his arms and looks at everybody. He's not even gonna approach a shrine. He just kind of looks at everybody and then looks at Tristan, and it's like kind of whatever kind of thing.
After Rakaw finishes praying gratefully to Ardea for seeing them through the nights that they have been through so far, he is going to take a seat somewhat equidistant between the shrines of Ardea and Titan and go ahead and bust out his last 3rd level spell slot for the day to invoke the Amaranthine.
All right.
Okay. And let me go ahead and roll. No. Oh gosh.
Something big or something low?
Yeah.
No half measures. Let's do this.
Okay,
All
good
right.
start.
Oh, nice.
Okay. I'm not mad at those.
All right. So you get to designate. And I mean, if you want to think about that for a moment, that's fine, because as you're finishing up your preparations, Tristan's going to say, I'm afraid I can't tell you much about the creatures that have the sword. I know it's nearby. I'm guessing they're guarding it closely somewhere safe under cover. How you want to do this is up to you. You can take them out first and go looking for it, but it might actually help you during the battle itself if you can find it quickly. Just watch yourself around the spawn of Azrael. She's using you. Don't be afraid to use her too. I know you can do this. As long as you have each other. And with that, we are going to take our break.
Oh, wow.
Alrighty.
Okie dokie.
All right. So I guess I'll see you guys in about it's 7:28 Central Time here. If we
You know what? That's right. I'm sorry. I got my hours mixed up. So do we want to take our break now, or would you like to? Let's go a little further.
I mean, either way.
Yeah, let's go ahead and take the break now.
Okay. All right.
It's like you had that ended really well. I was like,
Yeah.
that was a nice. I'm like,
I was
we
gonna
can
say,
take a little early.
That's a good spot
Thematically.
right there. So
Yeah.
Good
That was
pause.
good.
Good pause point.
alrighty.
All right. So you have.
Trying not to laugh at what I see Leonard doing on the other camera.
So to be clear, I have to use 2 cameras for this. One so I can stream to you. That's what you guys are seeing. But everybody else is seeing my little webcam, which has a much wider field of view. And they can see Leonard on my lap being an absolute pest.
Okay.
And we got the
more
birds
cat
coming through the
distractions.
microphone too. That's the best part.
Mm-hmm.
All right. I'm done distracting everyone with the cat.
That's okay. So, you have withstood a fierce attack from the bramble that was aimed at trying to remove what it probably thought was the biggest threat
It hasn't seen my
on
dice.
its way up. Yeah. And no, she wasn't rolling very well either. So who knows? And you have pulled yourself into the surprising respite of another shrine of the Amaranthine, still preserved here at the very top of this tree. There is on the far side of the shrine another exit leading out onto a platform. You see more scaffolding leading further up to the very crown of this tree, where the branches begin to split off into sections too small to build on. Canopy soaring still farther above. Is there anything you guys would like to do before you leave the shelter of the shrine?
I think Niral's going to finally push off the wall, and he's kind of come up and talk to Tristan, for a bit here, and says, so, this sword of yours, anything I should know about it? I mean, anything I have to do with it? Words I have to say, something like that?
No. It presents itself where it's needed. And
In that case, it should bloody well present itself right here, then.
fair enough. As long as you have a noble goal in your heart, as long as you never wield it in anger, use it unworthily and its power will leave you. But use it in the defense of the weak, the innocent, the just. It'll see you and your friends to victory.
Not supposed to use it in anger if I'm in a pitched fight with someone. I mean, you don't get much more angry than that.
Anger has its role, has its purpose. But there must be proper will to direct it, to use it as it was intended, to oppose oppression and injustice. It's a fine line to walk. It's one that every warrior has to walk. I can't say that I know that line perfectly myself.
Well, yeah. Seem to know it well enough for it to call you back like this.
I think everyone who's wielded it has left a little piece of themselves inside it. You might become part of it too, after all this.
Not gonna lie, that's a bit creepy. I mean,
Hey, get used to it.
still.
Just remember, the sword isn't the most important weapon you have. The biggest help you have is your friends, your team. And as long as you keep that in mind, I think you're going to prevail.
I hope so, because if not, well, I think I'll be meeting you again shortly. If you know what I mean.
Well, if that happens, there will always be others to take up the fight.
Not to be discouraging, but what all Lorik's doing, I don't think they will. It's kind of the
Well,
one-shot thing.
and you better make it count.
Do what I can. Cheers, mate.
Of course. Good luck, Nyril.
Thanks. Pretty sure we're gonna need it. He's gonna cross back over to Theron and Keela. Gonna check and see if they're ready to move on.
Well, as he's coming back across, Theron's actually, he was going through his stuff and remembered that he had the scrolls that he had taken from Trill's office. That he kind of got distracted with them, I think, when Trill appeared. And he's just got them out, and he's... I found these earlier and kind of forgot about them, and he's rolling them out so the group can look at them.
Naro looks at them, pretending he understands anything that's written on them.
They're not any kind of scroll that you've read before. They are written with gilded ink in geometric patterns and intersecting shapes, runes splitting off in all directions. It's dizzying, headache-inducing for pretty much everyone except Raka, who certainly recognizes magical equations.
Hmm.
One
This
of
equation looks like a cat's tail.
them, well, yes, there's plenty of that to go around. One of them is a scroll of mirror image, and the other is a scroll of thunderstep.
Ooh.
Ah, these are magical scrolls. Theron, you've uncovered a couple of tools that might be useful in a combat situation. It's amazing they're so well preserved. This one here, it can create duplicate images of yourself. And this one, well, you can sort of teleport through the power of lightning. It's pretty neat. Never done it myself, but and Raka is sort of looking through the equations, getting a little bit of an excited expression on his face.
You mean make copies of myself like multiple me's attacking?
Well, they're not real. They're just images.
Oh. That's interesting.
Good for distraction and misdirection. If somebody were to come at you, then they might go for the wrong you.
I see.
That you could, finally see what you look like. Just be kind of wild.
Well, I mean, there are mirrors.
Yeah, but
have you never seen a mirror before?
yeah, but you can't fit your whole self in it. Well, I've seen my face.
I've got a full-length mirror in my room back at the Abbey. Head to toe.
No. No, they don't make them that big.
They do.
For real?
Yeah.
I would point out you saw some pretty big mirrors in the crypt.
Oh crap!
So
That's
Oh,
right.
yeah.
Nuts.
Actually, Nyril didn't.
Yeah, I was gonna say Nyril didn't technically.
It's true. Nyril did
Mhm.
not see any mirrors.
Okay. Yep.
There we go. Saved by past actions.
Technically correct. The best kind of correct.
Go.
Well,
So how would, and he takes he kind of reaches for the scroll of mirror image. How would I do it?
Well, you just have to sort of invoke the scroll. You hold it up and you say these words here, and he points to various things on the page, sort of like circling with his feathers. This here, and this here, and this here. and
Keela's
there.
little head just kind of tilts to the side as she's listening. Like, husband, because rogues magic. What?
Nyril just nods as he listens, pretending like he understands it, but he's illiterate.
Yeah, I mean, even Theron's kind of looking at him like a dog that's just been showed a card trick.
Okay. Do you want me to hold on to these? I can hold on to these. Do you get what I've been? Maybe I'll just hold on to them.
I mean, I think I get where you're going with it.
Well, if you wanna try them, feel free. But if you need help, I'm here.
He'll take the scroll of mirror image.
All right.
Well,
Anything?
if nobody is gonna go for the scroll of Thunderstep, Recall will at least roll it back up and keep it on his person.
I mean, I can pretty much jump to wherever I need to go, so yeah, have at it.
It might get me out of a sticky situation.
Now, if you could grab someone and take them with you, that would be helpful.
Can you do that with Thunderstep? I don't remember. I think it's just
You can.
yeah.
One willing creature.
Okay. Well, actually, you can. You see, this equation here, if you say it while you're somebody, never mind. You can do it.
Sounds muy helpful. I'm all right with keeping it in your hands.
All right. Any other preparations before we move on?
You all done prayed to your deities or whatever?
Yeah.
All right then.
Just like looking at him like, don't make a big deal out of not making a big deal out of it.
No, just making sure that if you get something out of it, you get it, because we're gonna need it. So I'm guessing we go through that door. As you know what? Asterith can find her own way.
Yeah, you make your way out the northwest door, and it doesn't take long. You see a large head poking around the side of the tree, flicking her tongue.
See, told you she'd find her own way.
I feel completely rejuvenated. Now, let's go kill some birds. Present company accepted, of course.
Appreciate it.
Rakal will do that suspicious squint routine and then begrudgingly nod.
All right. So we are going to move on to another map.
Travel by map.
So you find yourselves on another platform. You are a long way up. The fight with the trees was probably around 200 feet up. This is closer to 300 feet up off the ground.
Oh boy.
Which is misty in the distance.
Nyril's gonna move closer in away from the edge. Excuse me. Thank you.
Trunk extends up. You can see it extends up another 10 feet or so above the platform you're standing on. And there is some space beyond it. You can't really see over it very effectively from where you are. Asterith looks up. Her tongue flicks out.
There here.
Can Nyril just take like a bounce jump? Because he can do it. Being Gerbine long jump can do a 15-foot vertical. He's going to kind of jump up, look, and come down and land.
You could definitely jump. It's probably going to make some noise unless you're stealthy about it.
Oh, well, I'm wearing plate armor, so that ain't going to be stealthy, so let's not do that. So, how many of them?
2.
2.
2 were more than I wished to deal with myself, but if I can take one and you can take the other...
And then we leave with the sword.
Of course, of course.
Just making sure that the terms weren't forgotten.
Oh, I never forget anything.
Rakaa will pull out the potion of healing that Nyril gave him earlier and not so subtly like pass it back to him.
Yeah. You sure, mate? I mean, I got this, and he taps his armor lightly. Not enough to make a big sound, but enough to just indicate.
Oh, just in case.
Right. Thanks.
Let me subtract one of those from my inventory.
I need to put one back in. And strangely, they don't come up on the potions list. Which is really annoying.
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
It's gear.
Oh, okay.
There we go.
So you can hear from over the lip of the tree's crown something large moving in what sounds like piles of branches and sticks. You hear a snuffling sound followed by the crunch of bones in large, powerful jaws. For a moment, you hear enormous wings beating just in place, and a hoarse cry that sounds something like a scream. And then with a self-satisfied huff, whatever it is settles down in its nest.
Is the nest kind of raised to the point where we can't really see what's on it?
Yes, you still can't see over this lip of the
Okay.
of the tree. It's about 10 feet up, and the nest is on the opposite side. There is scaffolding that works its way around beneath this branch here. So you could creep around the backside if you wanted to. But you would be getting closer.
I was going to look at Asterith. Say, they doesn't know we're here yet, do they?
Not yet. But it won't take long.
I could maybe make some noise as a distraction.
Yeah, but I'd say we'd best be ready for them when they comes around. And Nyril is going to fish 2 things out of his pack. Actually, 3 things that thankfully I have all of, because I checked my inventory. It is a torch, some string, and the bottle of whiskey that he bought in the town. And he is going to tie the bottle of whiskey to the torch, so it becomes one object, and light the torch. All right.
Asterith sort of jerks back.
Don't worry, this one's not for you. So, you make some noise, they come over. I chuck this at them. Smash, boom, fire all over leafy bird thing. Might at least keep them grounded. He's looking at the others like, mate, it's not crazy, is it?
It's not the worst idea we've ever had.
I ain't got nothing better.
All right. Keela, you see anywhere you can get some cover? Maybe take a few shots from, stealth?
Always do if we can.
Theron, how you best figure we can handle this?
My normal strategy is to get in close and slice it up.
Sounds good. And I'll play bait. With that, he's going to shuck off his pack and take off his coat, so he's just in that shiny armor.
You're gleaming.
Yeah, it weren't by choice, but use what you got. So, recall, how you intended to make some noise?
Let me just take a look at my spells real quick.
Well, I mean, I could just hop up there and bang my chest plate a few times. That could also work.
Well, I could use my thaumaturgical abilities to enhance the volume of my voice and maybe be apart from everybody and yell real loud.
Might not be a bad plan. You reckon you're good to be away from everyone? Because if one of them comes at you, we ain't going to be able to be right there, you know.
I was willing to sacrifice myself for this cause in our last fight. Plus, I got this scroll of Thunderstep now. That might serve as a get out of perch free card.
Fair enough.
And I think Rakaa will maybe try to sneak. To clarify, is the scaffolding like south and east of the nest? Is that at the same height, or is that like from where we were below?
There is a path that goes to the same height.
Okay. I think what he would like to do is try to stealthily make his way along that path, getting kind of as far south as he can, and then assuming he is successful, he will thaumaturgy his voice and go into distraction mode.
Okay. While he is doing that, are the rest of you doing anything to position yourselves? To clarify, so there are 3 very large branches splitting off from the crown of the tree. You can see some of them. There's some scattered foliage here and there. Yes, very well illustrated.
So to get up here, how high did you say it was from where we were?
10 feet.
So it'd just be a 10-foot climb?
Not a difficult climb.
Okay.
Okay.
What's Nyril doing right now? Getting ready to hop?
Yep.
I think Keela is going to go underneath that. So from
Okay.
the top, she is hidden.
Yeah. So are you still on the scaffolding? So this
Yes.
branch is
Is it like
it's raising up above you. So the
so it'd be
foliage is off to the side. You're standing in
okay.
its shade, but
Yeah.
you still don't have any line of sight on the top of the tree.
Right. That's I'm looking more to be covered from above, but being able to shoot on whatever's on the path.
Sure.
That's my plan.
All right. And Nyril, so Theron, where are you going?
I think I'm gonna start to climb up, but before I get on up, I'll kind of hang on and wait for everyone to do their things.
Sure. All right. So recall, where are you going to end up as you?
Approximately here. Do you see the ping?
I do.
Okay.
All right.
That's my goal anyway.
So you're going to work your way around there, and you are, making your way across the scaffolding. And as you get down here, I need you to make a stealth check, please.
Okie dokie. Not my best, but not my worst.
Not bad for wearing the louder, more garish outfit that you're wearing too.
Very true.
All right. So with as you begin to make your way down, and you are creeping as quietly as you can manage, and your foot comes down right on the edge of a snaking trail of bramble vines, and there's just a slight you freeze, and then you hear a rustle, very loud, from almost directly above you. Something stirring and beginning to move in your direction.
No.
Everyone else hears this. Anyone want to
I think
act?
Nyril's going to take this opportunity to bound up the 10 feet, which should also leave him with about another 5 feet of movement. So he's bounding up to here.
Okay.
Moving in one step. And he is going to chuck that improvised firebomb.
All right. Before you do that,
I'm presuming they're in the nest, so.
Yeah. We'll go ahead, give you an idea of what you're looking at. Because Nyril, you see them immediately, two creatures. One of them is beginning to stalk toward the direction that Rakaw had gone. The other is staying on the nest and looking that way, but it whips its head around to you. They look like enormous carrion birds with huge, expansive, soaring wings. At their knuckles, long, wicked scythe talons. They're instead of pinions, you see long, frayed, rotten-looking leaves, the same color as the bramble you've been passing this entire time, flaring up to a brilliance of red petals and a thick mane around its neck. You see its feet are crowned with large, flesh-rending, curved talons as well. But at the top of its neck is not a bird's head, but what looks almost like a skeletal stag. A long muzzle, sunken yellow eyes that glow with baleful rage, a mouth full of sharp, rending teeth, and across the top of its head, a crown of spreading antlers. Creature looks something like this.
Ugh.
Ew.
Oh,
Yikes.
Mm-mm.
Man.
No, thank you.
And
Time to
there,
set it on fire.
there are two of them.
Oh,
You see this face. Recall, you also see this face beginning to peer at you over the edge of the tree. And Nyril, I will let you hurl that Molotov, and then we're going to roll initiative.
Alrighty. So, there is no stat block for an improvised Molotov.
That's okay. What I'm going to say is you're going to choose where within. So the most similar thing would be Alchemist's Fire. So,
let me see if I can add that really quick and just use that as the stat.
yeah, you can make a ranged attack within. So you can throw it to a spot within 20 feet, or make a ranged attack against a creature. If you attack a creature, it counts as an improvised weapon, which, as a Scofflaw fighter, you are proficient with.
Yep.
It
Okay.
doesn't deal a lot of damage, but it is. I'm going to be, the resources you put into this, I'm going to say 3d4 instead of 1d4 fire damage.
Alrighty.
Well.
So I am going to have to burn my action surge immediately because now I used all my movement to get up here, and I'm gonna have to get closer.
We're not in initiative yet.
Oh,
So you can't use action surge. This is either you do your action right now, or we're rolling initiative.
I'm not close enough to use it, so we're gonna have to roll initiative.
Okay.
Yep.
So let's go ahead and do that.
Okay. Clicking character.
yep.
On the character. Initiative. Yeah. Oh,
Yay.
good grief.
What was the blessing of Ardea? Was that reroll a d20?
Yeah, 2 d20s you can reroll.
Okay. I mean, I remembered it was twice, but and was it take the higher or take the second?
Take the higher.
Okay. If you don't mind, I'll go ahead and burn one of those. See if I can get a higher initiative.
You can.
All right. Fingers crossed.
Oh.
Oh no.
All right. Well, you're still at 9. I'll go
Yeah.
ahead and change that. Let's see. Nyril, what is your dexterity?
13.
Okay, so we use dexterity to break ties in initiative. All right. So that means that Theron, you are the first up.
So I'm basically hanging kind of over the side here.
Yes. It'll take. You're at the edge. It'll take 5 feet of movement to get onto the platform here.
Okay. Let's see. So he's gonna pull himself up and immediately okay. And so that was 10 feet of movement to get where he is. He's not gonna have quite enough to get there, and I don't want to burn that yet. So he's going to come up by Nyril here and just have his sword out, and he's holding a attack action.
Okay.
If anything comes within melee range. If anything's brave enough to come within melee range.
All right. That your turn?
That's my turn.
Keela.
All right. I'm going to actually take the dash action and come around because I'm not gonna hop up there like them. That's just madness. So I guess I'm on underneath the tree branch now, and I believe, what can I do on a bonus? I can do it again, right?
You can
No.
bonus action dash, yeah.
I was like, oh, wait,
Yep.
okay, so then we'll go 5. Why am I doing it the hard way? Don't do it the hard way. It's 35. Go there. Come here, you. And then, okay, yeah, we're actually gonna stop just short. So I'm still underneath the tree, but I've
Okay.
seen where a car is, and I can kind of see up a little. Like,
All right. That your turn.
yeah, that's all I'm doing this time around.
So that brings us to the red creature, which, seeing this intrusion on its nest, lets out another horrible screech like metal scraping on metal. Its wings begin flapping. You feel the breeze buffeting you as it takes to the air. It is going to rise to an altitude of 15 feet, and then you see its throat begin to bulge as it is going to belch out a hail of spinning thorns. I need dexterity saving throws from Nyril and Theron, please.
Yay, I got a good roll.
Mhm.
Yeah, that's quality.
Hey, I did too.
Oh,
Hey,
Oh.
there we go.
Of course, not. Theron has to get a better roll.
Yep.
Like,
All right. Well, good job on that dexterity saving throw. That means you only take 13 piercing damage as the hail of thorns rains down on you.
Good
Jeez.
Lord have mercy.
Jeez.
Owie.
And it is going to stay at an altitude of 15 feet, hovering above you.
Really?
So you saw this came out in a cone just far enough to reach you.
Okay.
relatively short range.
All right.
Hmm.
And that brings us to Nyril.
Alrighty. Dang it. Why couldn't it be at 10 feet? At 10 feet, this would have been more fun. Yes, it's exactly 20 feet from me now. But I can make it 10 by jumping straight up. And he is just going to absolutely just huck this improvised firebomb right at it, trying to nail it in the face, because that looks like the
Okay.
hardest part. So, how do I actually use this?
It is a ranged attack roll, so it uses your dexterity, but you also get your proficiency bonus, so it's going to be +4 to hit.
Okay. The problem is Alchemist Fire doesn't actually, you can't attack with it. So,
Yeah.
I can...
If you make a deception check, that's +4, so you can do that, or stealth, and we'll call that your attack roll.
Okay.
Deception sounds good.
Yep, let's go for it.
You're being-
Yay!
All right.
Nice.
That
Yeah,
is going to
7
hit.
you are.
Alrighty. And then it's what, 3d4?
It's a
Mhm.
little faint.
Nah.
All right. So you smash this flaming bottle of booze right in this thing's face. It shrieks back, and you see the fire spreading across its visage, and it looks very, very upset with you right now.
I wish I'd been 5 feet closer, because then I could have smashed it over its head as an improvised weapon for even more damage, but
Mhm.
instead I had to throw it.
Yep. And do you know how upset with you it is? It is so upset that it's going to use its legendary action to dive bomb you.
Oh, crap.
Oh.
So it lands in front of you and is going to try to rake across you with its talons. Or actually, this is with its antlers. It comes in and they just comes raking toward you. It's a 19 to hit.
I'm going to pop Spiny Shell, which
Okay.
is what I add 1d4.
No, it does not increase
it
your
do it?
AC. It
Oh, that's
allows
right.
you to reflect some of the damage back.
Oh, that's right.
So roll me 2d4. And again, unfortunately, it's okay.
Yay.
So it hit you for 23 piercing damage.
Holy crap.
That
Ooh.
takes it down to 20, and
Whoa.
it takes 3 damage.
Owie. And, oh boy. Ow.
Is it in my melee range right now?
It is.
Can I take my my held attack action?
Yes,
No, I just get one swing. I don't get both swings when I'm holding, right?
that's correct.
Oh well. Yeah, not my best roll.
Unfortunately, that is not going to hit.
Oof.
Yeah, this is pretty horrible.
All right. And then you hear a rasp of scales on bark as Asterith comes surging up over the crown of the elm, and she is going to take up flanking position. First thing she does is try to wrap her coils around it. Her coils flip around the side of this creature. It squawks in alarm as she completely ensnares it and squeezes in. And she has it restrained and grappled.
Cool.
Now she's going to take a bite at it. And that is going to hit. Just barely saved on the poison. And she's also going to whip it with her tail. And that is a crit. So
Nice.
give me a moment while I add this up.
Wow. Wow.
When the DM needs extra dice to figure out damage on something that isn't your character or your party's character, that's a good thing.
Oof.
Okay. So that was a total of would have been 52 physical damage, but you see this creature is very resistant. Even the her great strength is not quite able to crack into it as much as it should. It takes 26 physical damage and then 9 poison damage.
Ooh.
Still a good hit,
Yeah.
but this thing is hard to crack.
Resign. Take it.
All right. Sorry, doing math under pressure.
We were giggling at Kanan stealing some paper.
He's just like, no, I'm gonna take that now. Thank you.
So yeah, Raka, you were up next, and you do see this thing just peering over the edge. It is in your view.
I will look up. I will raise a wing. I will say, "Hello, fellow bird." Guiding bolt.
All right. Go ahead and roll me an attack.
Hello.
You catch it full in the face.
Nice.
So
In the face.
That's funny
Yep.
as heck.
all right.
good.
It
And,
rears back, and
dear.
what does guiding bolt look like from you?
Well, the
It's true.
typical cast is like a crab that just magics out of nowhere and skitters through the air or water or whatever and smashes itself to pieces on whatever the target is. I think in this case, we're still dealing with a crab, but because it's a bird, it appears kind of below and behind Rakaw at first. Like his wing is directing it up, and it's like it's launched from a catapult. So little crab trebuchet action, and it smashes into the bird, and then a big flock of seagulls come and kind of peck it, and make it unhappy.
Oh yeah, it is not happy. And is that anything else with your turn?
I'm gonna run the heck away.
Okay.
Back along the underside of this path. I'm just gonna go as far as my bird feet can take me, which is 30 feet.
All right.
How is the path just like geometrically?
Yeah, it's a
Okay.
straight diagonal. So you can move where you would be. I'll just understand you're underneath the branch.
So hold on. That's right there. And as I
Okay.
run by Keela, I'll go, time to go.
Yeah, it's just
And
going, what did you do?
That was a
so
distraction.
there's a sparkling glow still clinging to this creature's leaves and petals that will grant advantage on the next attack made against it. But it is going to, on its turn, it leaps up into the air and it takes an arc around here. Keela, you do see it look over in your direction, but it already knows where it wants to go.
Oh no.
And it lands on the scaffolding with a crash, and it is going to take some attacks at you.
Oh boy.
So that's going to be with its horns and its talons.
Oh
So a
jeez.
13 to hit and a 20 to hit.
Is that a natural 20?
No,
Okay.
dirty 20.
Do it. Oh.
So
Horns and talons. Let me look at this real quick.
Probably a good idea.
So that was a 13 and a 20, you said?
yes, not
Okay.
the rolls, but the to hit with bonuses.
All right. Since I assume, really ticked this thing off, I am going to burn my reaction to activate the side effect of Trill's Ring of Protection and cast Shield on myself.
Nice.
Okay.
So that's
Nice.
going to add +5 to my AC. I think that means the first attack is going to miss because that would put my AC at, I think it's 15.
Yeah.
And so the second one would still hit, but it would be hard to nullify that one.
Mm-hmm. All right. So yeah, the horns come in, and from your ring, a shining shield of geometric patterns in glowing white interposes itself, and the antlers get tangled up. It rears back furious and then slashes in with its wing talons, and that manages to go behind the shield and skewer you for 16 slashing damage.
Owie.
I will
And-
let out a mighty squawk.
And that is going to be its turn,
Another failing.
which brings us around to Theron. So this creature is thoroughly wrapped up in Astereth's steely coils. She doesn't have talons.
And it is restrained, right?
It is restrained.
Yeah. As soon as she wrapped it up and started thrashing away at it, he mainly just went into, all right, get my hits in where I can mode, because this thing's moving around and everything else. So he's going to go ahead and make an attack with his sword.
Okay.
At the first bit of exposed monster that he can see.
Sure.
Should have advantage because it's restrained and you're flanking.
Absolutely.
Oh!
Whoa!
Snap.
What the?
Wow.
Y'all need to check my dice.
That is a
That's-
spicy roll.
That is
Man.
absolutely ridiculous.
Yeah.
So
All
that's
right.
Take it.
that is a 2d10 plus 5.
Yeah.
So that's 15 damage.
Okay.
Nice.
Yeah, you cut in there deep, and you notice the curved ridges of your sword do slash in very satisfyingly into this thing's flesh.
Ooh. So yeah, as he does that, he's just gonna do just a whirlwind and spin around, and as soon as he sees another open shot, he's gonna take another slash with his sword.
Yep. Now, if this is a nat 20,
Don't be ridiculous.
That means I'll get nat ones.
I know, right?
Which I'm fine with that.
Wow.
No, that's not. I'm
Okay.
I'm mortal.
You
Aw.
still manage to hit it, though.
So that's a 1d10 plus 5
Hmm.
for 13 damage.
Oh, wow.
Nice.
Yeah. You are doing work on this thing, and it is flapping very it's very surprised to be in this predicament,
Yep, and just
and trying to break out.
while we've got it there, I'm gonna go ahead and burn a key point and do flurry of blows.
Okay.
Just as he gets that second slash in, he's just gonna spin around and just kind of instinctively throw a foot into this thing and pray that he doesn't hit Asterith.
Sure.
26.
Oh, man.
You'll hit.
Dang.
And as he comes back around, he's kind of pulling the sword into a defensive position, but sees that he's still got one more opening. So he's gonna punch with the sword, but he's hitting with his hand.
Yep. All right. That will also hit. So go ahead and expand the damage.
So
Boy.
we got a 5 and a 5.
Okay.
Jeez.
As you bring your foot in, it feels like you're kicking the side of the tree. It hurts. Not enough to do damage, but you can tell you did not sink in nearly as much as you did with your sword.
Interesting.
You only did 2 damage with each of those.
Interesting.
Still did a crap load of damage.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's pretty good. Pretty good.
And he will move around to the side of this thing and just
Okay.
try to keep gaming a better position on it.
Sure. That
And
brings
that'll
us.
be my turn.
All right, brings us around to Keela.
What a turn. As
Yeah.
kind of the bird comes by. Well, bird. I
Mm,
wasn't call it a bird. But as it comes by and lands in front of Riccata, attacks, it's just like, oh, perch. No one's heard her say anything even similar before. And she is, of course, going to take aim at the thing that's attacking her other birdie friend.
Okay,
Crossbow time. Please. 17?
that'll hit.
Nice. All right.
All right.
I'll take that.
The bolt comes in, and you manage to hit it in the back of the skull.
May I ask a quick question?
Yes,
Does she technically get advantage on this strike or
you
no?
do. So yeah, go ahead and
Oh.
roll again just to see if you get a crit.
Yeah, get no on your
Sure.
nat 20s. Come on.
I think they've all been
Aw.
used for the night.
Ah,
Okay.
Sorry,
All
y'all.
right.
I stole them.
Someone stole them all.
Yeah. All right. So the crossbow hits. It's a good solid hit. You knew you were center mass on on the back of its head. Bolt did not sink in as deeply as you expected.
Hmm.
So that is only going to do 11 damage. Still good.
Okay.
and I believe that means the guiding bolt effect now fades.
Yes. And
Okay.
all right, with a legendary action,
Oh no.
Red is going to slash at Theron with its talons. It's doing this with disadvantage because it is restrained. And that's an 11 to hit.
That'll miss.
All right. First of all, so now it's actually its turn.
Oh.
And it is going to try to make a strength check to escape Astereth's grip. And with a Herculean effort, its wings spread and her coils slip, and it is able to slip out of its grip
Oh, you
and
gotta be kidding.
rockets up into the air 30 feet and over here.
Opportunity attack.
You move to make your attack. It is too fast. You
Mm.
cannot get an opportunity attack on it.
Dang it.
So that's what that feels like.
So it is now in the air.
Mm.
And that's going to bring us around to Nyrol.
Alrighty. Nyrol gives no shortage of horrible curse words, which cannot be said on this stream, as the thing gets up in the air again. And he is going to, first off, use Second Wind, recover some health here, because he is really not looking good. Yay!
Nice.
Woo! Finally.
Ooh,
Good.
yeah.
If I can get that applied here. And he guesses that if these weird bird creatures have that sword anywhere, it's going to be in the nest. So he is going to run to the nest. So
Okay.
let's see how far I can go. I can get right into the middle of it. Oops.
Mm-hmm.
Can actually move
So-
instead of dragging.
You do see, before you go there, I'm going to let you know that right here is another cluster of bramble, and it is obscuring most of the nest.
Oh, crap.
You might be able to get underneath it. It'll be tricky work, or you could try to cut the bramble apart, but you could stand here and not be in danger of hurting yourself on it.
Okay. Yep.
From where you are, you can definitely see the glint of gold underneath the tangled thorns. There is certainly treasure of some sort down there.
Okay. Well, he's going to attack the bramble because I've got no ranged options.
Okay.
So, longsword.
20 will hit.
Yay for
7
7.
damage.
Let's hit it again.
Mm-hmm. 17 will hit. 11 damage. You have significantly cut into the bramble, but it is not quite removed yet.
Ah, you gotta be kidding me. Okay, in that case, action surge, technically not a bonus action. I can do this also while using
Yeah.
a bonus action.
You can.
So let's hit it again.
All right. 9. You are your sword comes down and it sort of gets tangled in the brambles. You're not able to get a solid hit on and do any damage.
So second attack.
That'll do it.
Yay.
And with that, the bramble melts away, and you see a big pile of treasure. Go ahead and make a perception check for me.
Oh, please don't suck. Yeah, it sucked.
You see a lot of gold. It's going to take... So you don't see it right off the bat. It is going to take an action to search the pile to see if you can find the sword.
Alrighty. Well, I'm out of things I can do, so that's it for Nyrol.
All right. Astereth is up, and she's going to slither her way over here and look up at the flying creature. Her eyes spark, her tongue flicks out, and she says, "Land." It's going to make a wisdom saving throw. And you see its eyes cloud and it wobbles a little in the air. And let's see. Yeah, it's going to use its legendary action
Oh god.
to swoop down and try to hit Astereth. And it misses.
Yay!
Brings us to Rakaw.
Ah. I am one cooked goose. All right, so it's 10 feet to climb up onto the nest.
Yes. You have
About where do I have to be in order to properly access it?
you'd have to be at least here, I would say. This
Okay.
square right here.
So I could get there with 20 feet, and then it would be exactly 10 more to get on top of it.
hmm
Yeah, I think that's my best move. I will disengage. Head over here. Was it here?
hmm
Let me make sure I've got the right movement. Okay, maybe not.
If you move to that 20-foot mark, that's where Rastavar pinged, so you can get up from there.
Here.
Yep.
Okay.
Yes.
All right. So I'll go there. I'll climb the remaining 10 feet. I assume at that point I'm actually on top. So am I conceptually here, but on top of the elevation?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'll give you that.
And then I will grab out one of the pollen puff bottles, and I will take a whiff.
All right.
Get a little bit of
It'll be
health.
2d4 plus 2.
Wow.
Oh,
Oh, God.
man.
Oh.
wow, double ones.
Oh.
Okay.
Oh.
I mean, it's 4 more than I had.
You're rolling like me over there.
Oh.
Why'd you give me your dice? I don't want them.
Too bad.
All right. So Blue, seeing that you've flown the coop, but hearing its friend in some distress, is going to fly over here and then boost up over the side of the tree. And you see it begin to, its throat begins to bulge. And I need another dexterity save from Theron and Nyrol,
No,
please.
good golly, no.
Mm.
Oh. Oh,
All right.
there goes Nyrol.
Theron?
Of course.
All right. So Nyrol, you take 18 piercing damage.
Oh.
Theron, you take 9.
Nyrol's looking very, very bloody.
Theron's looking pretty rough too.
And the blue creature is still flying at an altitude about 15 feet above the surface of the tree. Okay. Theron, you're up.
Yeah, he's hurting pretty bad. Not wanting to waste an opportunity in front of him, he's going to go ahead and take 2 attacks with his sword on red.
All right.
And it is close enough to the ground to attack, right?
Yes, it landed so it could attack Astereth.
And flanking as well?
Yep.
All right, first attack. 25.
Nice.
For 14.
Very
Second
nice.
attack is a 23.
That also hits.
Nice.
For another 8.
All right, so total of 22.
With a bonus action, he's actually going to snatch a potion of healing off his belt and knock it back.
Yeah, go
Good
for
idea.
For 8. Nice.
it. All right. Anything else with your
And-
turn?
He is going to scooch away from Nyrel, but kind of still keep circling this thing and try to get blue in his. Actually, no, he's gonna stay right here. Yeah,
All right.
for now.
Keela, you're up.
Okay. First question is, from on this side, can you still climb up from the scaffolding to the tree?
Yes.
Is it a shorter distance or is it same?
Still 10 feet.
Okay.
And you do have a climbing speed of 20 feet. So
All
you
right.
could use half your. Yeah.
So we'll go there, and then I guess, yeah, up to the top.
All right. Yep. You're up.
And
You have eyes on both creatures. This one is 15 feet in the air and is not engaged with anything. The red one is definitely looking very bloodied.
Okay. Can, as a bonus action, Keela reach on her pouch and pull out one of those weed killer potions, pop it open, and pour it on a bolt?
All right. I'll allow it.
All right.
Nice.
And then we're going to aim at red, actually, see if we can't at least get one of these guys down.
Okay.
So, please,
You
please.
get advantage.
12.
Unfortunately, no, you don't get advantage because
No.
it is. Yeah. So
Oh, that's right. It would get sneak
Damn.
attack, but not that.
the bolt lands right here.
Well, okay.
Oh.
So,
I
wait.
was actually gonna since would Recall have seen her pop the weed killer? Because that would affect
You're-
what he does.
Yeah,
you
you're
are
across
on.
from her.
Yeah.
Mhm.
If she did
Okay.
it, yeah, definitely.
Then I think he would muster up the amaranthine to say, guide her shot and twist fate just enough so that the bird like stretches out a wing and whack, and basically burn that 18.
Okay.
Oh.
So as you're lining up and
Nice.
your footing is just a little unsteady, you are about to go wide, and then an invisible force just nudges your wing just slightly, and you hit.
Nice. Excellent. And here comes damage then. But we'll take it.
Okay. So
Now,
So I'm not
it's-
quite sure what the poison adds to it. So
the poison basically doubles the damage. So
Nice.
it was halved
Ooh.
because it is resistant, but that takes it back up to 16.
okay.
Nice.
And it is looking very rough.
Okay, good.
Uh,
And yeah, that's all mine. I used bonuses to do all that fun stuff. So yeah.
so it is Red's turn, and it is gathering itself up to lash out in retribution, or possibly just fly away and save itself. And it cannot tear its eyes away from Astereth because of her command. It genuflects in front of her and goes prone.
Ooh.
Ooh.
Nyril, you're
Nice.
up. You are perched on the edge of the nest. The treasure is in front of you. You didn't see the sword with your first pass.
It is
What do you want to do?
so tempting to go back and try to get the kill on that thing, but he is going to try to search the pile, see if he can find the sword.
Okay. Give
his
me
action.
another perception check.
Oh,
And this will basically be cumulative with your last one.
Oh.
Yeah, it better be.
Yeah. You are looking around. You're sort of getting dazzled by all the gold all around you. And then you see a glint of green. And you see the hilt poking out of the pile right around here.
He's gonna go for it.
Okay. You leap down into the nest and you grasp the sword. Your paw closes around the leather-wrapped grip, and as it does, your vision goes white.
Oh,
That ain't good.
The noise of the battle fades away into a distant echo. You are no longer on the battlefield.
I just got stabbed in the back, didn't I?
You feel a warm breeze against your face. You hear the gentle sigh of waves breaking on a sandy shore. When your vision returns, you are standing on a beach with a dark forest at your back and an endless rolling ocean before you, lit by the golden light of dawn.
Yep, I'm dead.
You see a figure striding toward you from the oceans, waist deep in the shallows. The figure of a hare. Tall, dark fur. Can't be. But as it draws nearer, picks up its pace, splashing through the water as it runs toward you. Nyril! Nyril!
Derwin! Derwin! Not exactly how I wanted to meet again, but
He rushes toward you and seizes you in a fierce hug with a splash of salt water, picks you up out of the water and sets you down, backs up and looks at you. Oh, by all the fates, you've got a few new scars that I don't remember.
yeah, gonna have a few more probably developing under this mess. Looks down at his armor.
The armor
Wait a minute.
is gone. The
Ah.
cursed armor that Asterith gave you. You are standing there in your clothes that you had been wearing, but there's no sign of dirt or wear or damage on them. They look like they're new.
He kind of pads himself all over. He's like, it's gone. I thank the fates, it's gone. Oh man. And then he's going to close the distance between himself and Derwin, throw his arms around his neck, and kiss that big ol' hair.
Yeah, he leans into it. He kisses you back with all the passion built up of the years of separation. Sets you back down. You are a sight for sore eyes.
You don't know how much
But-
I've missed you.
I think I do, but I mean, it's not yet time for us to be together again for good.
I'm here. That
Just to the shore. It's not your time to make the journey across the sea.
I don't want to lose you again.
You're not losing me. You'll be here again. Hopefully not too soon. Gnarl, you did it. You found another life away from all of the mess that we grew up in. You know, there were times I wanted to say, what if we just left it all? You know, what if we just walked beyond the horizon and just found what was out there?
Would have gone
It
with
was,
you. You know that.
No, it wasn't you. It was me. I were too scared. Didn't know what we'd find.
You was
No.
never scared.
Oh, I never showed it, but I was scared plenty of times. It was you what kept me strong.
and I wish more than anything I could go down on that tree, go down to that tree with you and help you finish this fight, but it's not to be. But you will. You've got your friends. You've got a reason to fight much better than we ever had. It's going to be great, Nora. And one day, you're going to come back to this shore, and I'll be there to greet you. I hope you'll have found another bloke you can spend some time with, and we can all share a pint together.
I don't want another bloke. I want you back.
I know. It's not meant to be, love. You know, at the other end of this ocean, there is a marvelous land full of golden sunlight and all the comforts we never had. And it's not the end. You go there and you learn and you grow. You learn lessons to take with you into the next life. You rejoin the great rhythm. And who knows where you end up next. I'm hoping you can make the journey with me. I've been waiting on the far shore. So you make it. We'll go off together. We'll learn our lessons. Well, I've got a lot to learn, I could tell you that. You're probably starting out well ahead of me, but maybe you can help me catch up. And then maybe the next life, have each other again. But for now, don't let me hold you back, love. You've got so much to offer. And take that sword. And you kick those birds' ruddy tails. And you'll make the difference, I know you will.
I'll do it. And Nyril starts to, he feels a smile working up his face, but it's not one of, joy at seeing Derwin again. It's the kind of mischievous smile that Derwin is used to seeing Nyril make when situations just don't make sense. He's like, and gotta say, I'm glad to see this place would let us in after what all we did. I rightly weren't expecting that.
Well, like I said, lots of lessons to learn, but I'm willing to learn them if you are.
When I'm back, we'll learn them together. And if you say I can find another bloke, well, there might be an awkward third wheel with us, but we'll just gonna have to, play that one by ear.
Yeah, we always do.
Pretty good at that.
Okay, love. All right. So I'm going to send you something.
Alrighty.
And you can add it to your inventory when you get it. And immediately attune to it.
Ooh. Snazzy.
Magic sword.
So this is coming to you in the Discord.
Okay.
Or in our Discord as a direct message.
Okay.
All right. And that is the end of Nyril's turn.
Rather long turn.
Yeah.
Ooh.
As you read that, Astoreth is going to let's see. She's actually going to snake her way around and just looking over her stats. Okay. I think she's going to try the same trick. She's going to use her vision on, or you're going to stare at the other creature and try to compel it to land in front of her.
Know your place.
So it is going to roll wisdom. And it spits at her.
Mm.
All right. And it is going to use its legendary action. Turns and looks at Rakaw. Is going to dive bomb him.
Oh no.
So
Is this an attack?
it is an attack roll.
Okay.
Yeah. So that's going to be a 20 to hit.
A nat 20 or a dirty?
No, dirty 20.
Let me ask you this. If an attack roll is equal to armor class, does it still hit?
It does.
Okay.
And your shield faded at the beginning of your next turn.
Yeah. Well, guess I just got to take it then.
Okay. It swoops down and grates its antlers into you for 18 damage.
Whew.
Glad I drank that healing sniff. Rakaw is basically gored in an almost but not quite lethal fashion.
Ooh.
And he squawks out again.
And Rakaw, it is your turn.
Oh boy.
Can I still see the prone one with big doofus in front of me?
Oh yeah, they're you got a different line of sight.
All right.
Now, prone means that advantage on melee attacks, but disadvantage on ranged attacks.
Right. Let me check. Regarding the scroll, I assume that it's basically at Thunderstep's natural level of 3.
Yes.
Okay. And where does it tell me how far away I can go?
I believe it's 90 feet.
Oh yeah, range area. Okay. All right, yeah. So I'm going to, with a very weak-looking motion, yank the scroll from its case, yell out, "Gotta go, Bogger, Nibbit, Flurbrips," and burn the scroll to Thunderstep away.
Okay.
See. Can I
believe it has-
see up to the top or no? Like
yeah,
of
you
the
can.
secondary nest.
You could.
So could I theoretically wind up here?
Yes.
Okay. I will go ahead and poof there. And
Okay.
I need to. It needs to make a Constitution saving throw.
It does.
So it still would take half damage, but I don't know if that gets negated.
So it takes. It rolled an 18.
Mm-hmm.
So it is going to save, but it will take half damage of 3d10, I believe.
All right.
Nice.
So
Uh-huh.
you hear this thunderous and a bolt of pure white lightning shoots down over Rakaw, and he disappears. Burst, uh, a burst of thunder surges up from the spot where he was, and you see the creature flinch back as it takes 8 thunder damage. Rakaw, the lightning then shoots down on top of the nest, and Rakaw is there, sort of shaking and wheezing.
Cool.
And I guess if I still got a bonus action, which I think I do, I'll go ahead and take another huff.
Okay, you can do that. Yeah, another 2d4 plus 2.
Yeah, it's
That
a
was
little better.
There we go.
All right.
And that'll be my turn.
And
That
that
movement too, if you want to run away even more.
Nope, I'm good here.
okay brings us to blue. Now let's
There's a
see.
lot of dice. I was like, what was that?
Blue is going to hop over and settle right here.
Oh boy.
Oh.
And it's going to take some attacks at Theron at advantage.
Oh no.
What?
There's a 22 and an 18 to hit.
They both hit.
Oh.
boy.
Is the 22 a natural
No.
20 or? Okay. I recall seeing the bird hop down and go after Theron. Is going to look at what's happening, raise up his wing again, and go, no, and switch one of its 2 attack rolls with a 9.
Okay. So that makes it a 16 instead.
16 misses.
Okay.
Thank goodness.
That was clutch. The 18 still hits you for 12 piercing damage.
Oh.
Ooh.
Owie.
And then it is going to fly back up into the air to an altitude of 20 feet.
Oh, you gotta be bloody well kidding me.
Would that have incurred an attack of opportunity?
You cannot get a bead on it. It does not.
Just like swing around at the claw that just got me and hit air.
Yep. So Theron, you are up. You're right next to this the red one, which is still prone.
And he's kind of almost knocked off his feet by what's just happened, and he staggered pretty hard. And yeah, he just okay, and he just brings his sword up and stabs down as hard as he can on red.
Okay. Go ahead and roll.
I stabbed down
With
so hard
advantage.
I knocked it off the wrong part of my character sheet.
Yeah, you hit
Nice.
Eh,
for 9. It is you get it down good through the shoulder blade, and it is writhing and screeching at you. It is not quite dead.
Against my better judgment, I am going to I've got the sword in there, and I'm just gonna like try to stomp on its head with,
Okay.
with an arm strike.
Unarmed strike. Go ahead. Go for it.
Oh, whoops.
Also with advantage.
No better.
Oh.
You are not able to connect.
He is just going to rip the sword out, and he's about to go in for another strike and realizes how bad off he is, and instead just pulls back into a defensive pose and tries his best to clear his head as he falls into patient defense with his bonus action.
Okay.
And still against my better judgment, he is going to back away from this thing.
Okay.
This way.
That will incur 2 attacks of opportunity.
Wait, even from this?
Yeah. It's
I thought it launched up into the air.
Yeah. It's
Oh, I'm
20
sorry.
feet up.
Yes, you did.
Yeah.
So just 1 attack of opportunity. My bad.
Yeah.
Would the attack
All
be
right.
at disadvantage because the thing's prone?
It will be at disadvantage because it's prone and also because you used patient defense.
Okay.
Yeah.
So with disadvantage, whoops. That's a 10 to hit.
That misses.
All
Thank
right.
goodness.
And I'm going to just edge away just a little bit more.
Okay. And it is going to, as a legendary action, it's going to try to slash at Astereth with disadvantage. Yeah, wow. That was 2 natural ones.
Nice.
All right.
Okay.
So just in case, disadvantage wasn't enough. That brings us to Keela.
All right. Well, the red one would be at disadvantage, so we're not going to play that game. Instead, Keela's going to grab second bottle of weed killer poison, pour it on next bolt, and take a shot at blue there.
Okay.
16.
16 hits.
Yay!
That's only just 11.
All right.
Because
So, yeah.
I don't think anyone's close enough for it to incur the sneak.
No,
Yeah.
it does not incur sneak attack, but you
Well,
did
11's good.
hit it pretty well. All
Well,
right.
My action, my bonus action. No. No, I was going to try and hide, but there's not really where I would hide. Looking at it now, I'm like, not really, not unless I go back down, and no.
All right.
Nope.
Okay.
Nope, all good.
So the other. Oh, sorry. Anything with your turn?
No, I was like, oh, bonus would have been opening the bottle anyway, so no,
Yeah.
I have no bonus.
Yeah.
We good.
So the red creature is going to hop away from Astereth and is going to take 2 attacks at. Actually, first of all. Yeah, he's not going to move away from Astereth yet. Because you see his throat begin to bulge.
Oh my god.
And he's going to. I need dexterity saving throws from both Theron and Rakaw.
Ooh.
Oh, jeez.
Seriously? Oh my lord.
Well,
I
this
thought I
isn't
was
gonna
far
be
enough
good.
away for this.
Oh,
Oh
I
no!
recall.
Oh.
That's a 25 actually. 'cause I
Okay,
got the
yeah.
blessing.
All right. So it actually did not roll very well on its damage. So Rakaw, you take 13. Theron, you take 6.
It did not have to roll well. I am down.
Okay.
Theron is extremely close to it. That he's bracing himself up with his sword at this point almost.
And it is going to. Yeah, it's also going to fly up into the air at altitude of 20 feet.
Because of course it is. Oof.
Nyril.
All right. First off, we're going to chug a potion of healing because I need it. Oh, not bad.
Yeah.
Okay. Sees Rakaw down. Theron's really not looking good. He's going to go over to Astereth and says, "You got to get that thing next time." And he is going to move to. Hang on, I got to do a distance calculation. Good. He's going to move underneath blue boy here and hold aloft the sword of Gaspard, and he's going to call upon the aura of heroism, which on everybody's next turn, they get to choose between the following: 5 temporary hit points, which should bring Raka up, or if you make an attack roll, you can roll a d4 and add that to your attack roll.
Nice.
So temporary hit points, unfortunately, don't bring someone up who's unconscious.
Oh,
But still not a bad play.
yeah. I mean,
unless that changes what you want to do.
it kind of does. Wish I had range. No, I really don't. I have a hand axe I can throw, and that's it. And that ain't gonna do it. So, yep, we're activating Aura of Heroism, and hoping we don't die. Yep. So.
All right.
So Theron and Asterith, and I mean, yeah, it's not really going to help Raka. I was hoping that would get him up. And so, yeah, Theron, Asterith, and Keela, you either get to choose 5 temporary hit points or roll a d4 and add it to your next attack roll.
And you are included in that, so
yep,
you can take your 5 temporary hit points.
Yay.
All right.
That's all I can do.
Okay. So Asterith is going to look at the red creature and say,
I said land!
It's going to make another wisdom saving throw. Nat 1.
Oh,
No,
Oh, man.
that poor guy. Lost your
All right.
job, bud.
So Raka, I need you to make a death saving throw, please.
yeah.
That's just what you needed. So
Ooh, thank goodness.
that's 1 success.
Yep.
Yay.
And
Good turn.
with its legendary action, because it's not its turn yet, the red creature is going to make a dive attack at Theron.
Oh, no.
Still with disadvantage. 16.
Misses.
So it
Thank
is on
goodness.
the floor in front of you.
Thank goodness.
Not yet prone. So it is the blue one, which is going to come down here, noticing that it's getting some painful darts from this direction. It doesn't like that.
Oh no.
So it's going to be a 12 to hit and a 24 to hit.
Oof.
Okay. The 12 to hit will not hit, and then on the other one, because I guess Keela can see this, she's going to use Uncanny Dodge, so it will have the damage.
So it takes it from 10 damage down to 5.
Woohoo.
Okay.
Very nice.
And it's going to fly back up into the air. Theron, it's your turn.
So this thing's right in front of me, huh?
It is right in front of you, and I'm going to take the wing symbol off because it's not flying right now. It's on the ground.
Yep. Just as it came in, he pulled his sword up in a defensive posture and was able to, dodge out of the way. And he is going to rock back on his back foot and then push himself back forward into an attack.
Okay.
And he,
Oh.
Well, you have your choice between 5 temporary hit points, or you can roll a d4, but I don't know if that's going to get enough to hit it.
I'm just gonna take my next attack.
Yeah.
Paying for those 20s. 16
That hits.
for 11 damage.
How do you want to do this?
Yay!
Just as he misses with that first attack, and he's like almost eye to eye with this thing, he's just gonna bring the sword right back up and just go from its, from the chest all the way up to the chin, and just kind of do an uppercut with the sword.
Yeah. Slices across. This thick, sticky yellow sap pours out of its throat as you cut across its jugular, and it flops a little grotesquely, and then shudders and falls in a heap with a crash.
And just as he, as it goes down, he's almost gonna fall with it, and just like I said, kind of catch himself with his sword. And
All right. Next up, as a legendary action, this guy is going to come diving at Keela.
Oh no.
Mm-hmm.
So this is going to be a crit.
Oh no.
Well, it did not roll nearly as high as it could have,
Okay.
but it's still going to be 26 damage.
Oh.
Ooh.
Do I still get uncanny dodge on that?
Unfortunately, you've used your reaction. It has not come around to your turn yet.
Bombers. How much? 26?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, it's a hurt little burb, but it's still up, little burb. Barely.
Did you give yourself your 5 temporary hit points?
I'm going to.
It's not yet your turn.
Next turn.
Yeah.
That's right.
Now it's your turn.
Okay.
But I can move. Wait, but it would. No, it doesn't provoke opportunity attack. That's the whole reason you use it. So I'm gonna get the heck away from that thing a little.
Yeah, if you use your bonus action to disengage, then you can get away from it.
Doesn't skirmisher let me?
Oh, skirmisher. Yeah,
Yeah.
but it didn't. No, it wasn't finishing its turn.
Oh, it was just.
This was not on its turn.
Oof, nasty. Okay. All right. Oh. I know how I could hit this thing, but I think it would kill me. So let's not do that. I will use my bonus action, disengage. I will then move the hell over here, and then I will just shoot at it normally with my attack.
Okay.
Oh, wait. No, you know what? There's no one else is near it now. We're gonna take out one of those explosive bolts and use it.
Nice.
Go for it.
So let's see if it hits first. So 25, I'm guessing it's
Ooh,
gonna
Yeah,
hit.
that'll hit.
All right, so there's the regular damage.
So it's 5 damage, and then
And then it says it's 4d6 fire damage.
okay. Is
Whether
there
it
a
hits or
save
not.
involved?
Must make a dexterity 14,
Okay.
or it'll just be halved.
Yeah. So dex save is 16.
Aw.
Okay, it did do it, so it'll just be half of this. So it'll be six fire damage.
All right. And the physical damage was also halved. That's a total of 8 damage.
Okay.
But yeah, there's sparks smoldering across its mane as it flies a little unsteadily
It does
in
say
the air.
anything flammable is now set on fire.
Yeah.
So
All right.
which is fun.
Anything else with your turn?
No. Pray.
Yeah. All right.
Pray some more.
Give yourself those hit points if you want them.
Yeah, I'll give myself 5 temporary hit points. I was gonna use it on the damage thing, but probably best to do it this way instead.
It basically says on your next turn, so if you didn't use it on the attack roll, you'd be best taking the health, otherwise you don't
Yep.
get it after that.
Yeah, I'm
Yeah,
just
I was gonna ask if Theric is taking the health as well on his turn.
Go for it.
Oh yeah, yes,
Yeah.
absolutely. It happens
Okay.
happens on your turn. You make that decision.
Okay. Then yeah, that. Okay.
And I
Yep.
think it's actually at the beginning of your turn that you make
Mm.
that decision. I might not have written that specifically, but
Oh, if that's the case, I'll take him back off because I didn't declare it at the beginning of the
no,
turn.
no, no. I mean, it's new, so go ahead and take them.
All right, cool. I
So
won't argue with
Okay.
you because
Yeah.
I'm hurting.
Yeah. Right.
All right, Nyril, you're up.
Okay. This thing's still in the air.
Now it is. It had to come to the level of Keela in order to attack it. So it is actually flying, but it's flying at the level of the platform.
Okay, then. Nyril is going to leap, because he can, into action and try to, as he's coming down, just smack this thing with the Sword of Gaspard.
Okay.
So.
That was damage. Roll. You need to.
It doesn't roll an attack on this one.
That is weird. Let me take a look at your. I think you might have clicked in the wrong spot.
I clicked on the only thing on the sword. Like beyond 20.
Go back to your actions, and you'll see the Sword of Gaspard in your list of things you can do.
Okay, let's try it again. There we go. Now it worked. Well, still gonna miss. But...
That just hits.
Oh, thank goodness. Ooh, we're 17.
For 17. And it does full damage. And not only that, as the sword slices through, you see the wound sparkles with this glistening white energy. The creature shrieks in agony, and it seems that it's something about its very being, its very makeup, has been weakened.
Oh, I'm not done yet. Second attack.
15 also hits, another 14 damage. It is starting to look significantly hurt.
You can steal a sword all you want. Ain't no good unless you can use it. And that's all I can do.
All right. And Asterith is going to slither over here. I hope you won't be so rude as to leave us again. She's going to try to snake her coils around him. She cannot make it land. With a hiss of disgust, she's going to try to whip it with her tail and try to bite it.
Whip it good.
The bite hits. She's not rolling well. All right. So, and it's con save. All right. So the bite comes in, and her fangs sink deep, and there is none of that resistance that there was before to physical damage. She deals a full 23 piercing damage.
Nice.
And 7 poison damage.
Dang.
And it screams it gives a deafening scream of pain. Recall. I need another death saving throw, please.
Yep. Yay.
Yay.
All right, that's another success.
Tried to get you up.
The creature is going to take a couple shots at Nyril.
Bring it on.
21 and a crit.
Yeah, those are gonna hit. But just in case, I'm gonna pop Spiny Shield. So
Okay.
Please be good. Of course it's terrible.
Well, all right, so the first attack did 15 damage. That was actually the crit. Again, low roll.
Okay.
So that is reduced to 12.
Thank
And
goodness.
it's going to take 3 of that back. The second attack is only 8 damage.
Oh boy. Nyril is dropped to a knee, and the world is spinning and going very dark, but he's just barely able to get back up.
And it is once again going to fly up into the air.
Oh, you piece of...
Theron.
As he saw this thing nearly take Nyril down, knowing that he's probably too far away to be able to get in and help, and he'd already dropped his sword on the ground, and seeing this thing take to the air, he's already pulling out his short bow to
Okay.
line up 2 shots.
Nice.
He's going to let me make sure I'm doing this correctly before I say anything. He's going to spend his bonus action and just kind of clear his mind and try to clear his vision to get a clear shot. So he's going to, with a Kensei shot, he's going to add extra D4 damage to the weapon attack.
Okay.
Yep, and that should be on both of them. First attack, 10.
Your pain kicks in just as you're at full draw, and it goes wide.
Yep, second shot, not much better.
It hits.
Thank goodness.
So that's a D6 plus 4, 5 damage, plus the D4 from Kensei shots, 6 damage.
It is shaking in the sky, but it is still flapping. And it is going to look around at its options. I'm just going to roll to see what it does here. It wheels in midair and is going to dive bomb at Keela.
Oh, God.
Oh boy.
Oh. Well, sucks.
12 to hit.
Oh, it misses.
Thank goodness.
Good
Oh
lord.
boy.
All right, Keela, you're up.
All right. Well, last of the weed killer go. And here we go again. Please hit.
If you want to attack it, you would be attacking at disadvantage unless you move back.
You're right. All right. So let's.
So, I mean, if you move back, you would incur attack of opportunity.
Opportunity.
So the bonus action to apply the weed killer,
Mm,
and I'm afraid you have already rolled,
yeah.
and it is a miss.
Yeah, it would be a miss. That's fine.
Okay.
Okay. I was hoping to
All
get
right.
it, but that's not going to happen. Nyril.
Nyril,
Okay.
you're up.
If it dive bombed to attack Keela, is it on the ground?
It is on the ground.
Okay. Let's... Booyah. We're going to bound in behind it. Now we're flanking it. So we're going to attack this thing with advantage. So... Dirty 20.
That will hit. And how do you want to do this?
Oh, man.
Holy crap.
If I get that choice, I actually want to land on this thing's freaking back and just drive the sword down into its neck. It's not like the blade running, head to tail straight. It's the other way. So it's down between the spine, and he just, both paws on it, just cranks it to the side and basically takes out half this thing's neck. and rides it to the ground.
Yeah, and it is a ride because it is writhing like a dying snake, which Asterith doesn't approve of, but twisting as it rolls down this slope and then lands spread eagle wing across the surface of the tree and dead.
Did you say
Nice.
spread eagle? There was a badum-tish there.
I guess so. A little more vulture-y than eagle, but all right. And with that, we are out of initiative.
Niall's gonna just stumble
are
off
we?
of it.
Oh, well, let's go ahead and I guess Asterith is going to slink around here, take a look at this dead Periton, open her jaws very wide, and she begins working it down into her mouth.
Yeah.
Can
Keela's
have,
going to. Oh, is it
I
everybody still in
need
initiative?
that
Oh,
saving
man.
throw from Rakaa, please.
God damn it. I was going to give it.
Oh,
Oh no.
Oh.
That is 2 failures.
yep.
All right.
Yikes.
Split even.
So you no longer have a turn. Theron.
Yeah, Theron's heading over to try to stabilize him.
I do have a regular potion of healing on me. I can't use it because I'm conked out, but it's there.
If they're
Oh,
fine,
if
fine.
he's like got a healing potion right there on his belt, then yeah, he's gonna take it from him and pour it down his beak.
Theron, as you are approaching him, you notice some of the vines that of the bramble that are underneath the nest begun to creep out toward his body.
That's not okay. That's not good. I'm gonna pull him away.
Okay, you can do that. With your movement.
Yeah, I'm just getting him away from there, and then I'm gonna pour that potion down his beak.
Okay, roll healing.
I don't have a potion on me. Brian, you want to roll that?
Brian can
Yeah,
roll
I
it.
can. Assuming it will let me scroll to it.
All right,
Yeah.
you are back up with 5 hit points,
You
and you
might
can
be
go
the-
ahead and take 5 temporary hit points too, because the Sword of Gaspard is still radiating.
You might be the healthiest member of the party.
Yeah, really.
Oh man.
Well, goodbye, last potion of healing.
And for a bonus action, I'm just gonna fall down. And ugh.
Rakaa is going to cough his way to consciousness and put a wing on Theron and say thank you.
Don't mention it.
Okay, the dust has settled. What do you guys want to do? Asterith is still working on her meal. She seems to have worked up an appetite.
Niall is kind of watching the grisly scene, but not watching it too closely. Then he kind of looks down at the sword in his paw, finally able to really look at it properly. And an idea does come into his head. It wouldn't be that difficult to bound over there and drive this thing into the back of Astra's head, making sure she couldn't double cross them. And it's tempting. Oh, it's tempting. But he lowers the sword. Astrith hasn't double crossed us that much. She was true to her word so far. So he's going to hold her to it. And instead, climb up here next to the nest and presumably he saw the vines reaching out towards Rakaw, so he's
Yes.
gonna take the tip of the sword and test knocking against some of the bramble there and see how it reacts.
It's like taking a long hot shank of metal and swishing it through snow. It, with a hiss and a squeal, it just curls up underneath the blade.
That's handy.
It's not even it doesn't even really take a swing.
He's gonna look over at Keela and say, "So, how much of that you think we could get back down with us?"
You worried about gold right now? Killa's like bloody, like
Oh yeah,
feathers are all afray, and it's just like
Nairo looks like a hot mess too. He is bloody all over and just he doesn't really know how he's standing, but he is. Like, well, we're not dead. It's here. We're
how about
here.
this? If we all live through this,
Yep.
we're the only ones who know that it's here. We'll come back.
He's gonna lean down and whisper, "Yeah, but perhaps we could give some of this to Asterith in case she decides we shouldn't be around anymore. You know, a little bit of bargaining chip."
Just like shiny things.
And if, you know, if she don't need it, well, I mean, there's always the orphans at the Abbey could go for. Then I'm pretty sure we're all gonna need some new gear after this. I mean, yeah, we ain't looking too hot, is we?
No. It's. I hate that you're right.
Don't
But I
hate.
hate more that I'm gonna say, leave it. We gotta make haste. It's just gonna weigh us down.
Not even a little bit. His eyes go
Wasting
back
time
to.
even talking about it, and Gil limps down like off the little area and heads towards where the others are.
Niall just kind of bites his lip and watches her go. He's like, "No." Bandit instincts are very strong.
Rakaw and Theron, what are you doing?
Resting.
When he's cogent enough, Rakaw will start doing little prestidigitation here and there, trying to clean up himself and Theron, and whenever Keela comes over, her too. At least neaten themselves up a little bit. And after that, I think he's gonna fish out a book and a quill and an inkwell. And he'll start attempting to write some things in his note-taking journal.
All right.
Theron is going to close his eyes for a second and just channel his key and use quicken healing
Okay.
for 7 healing.
As you all recover in your own ways, there's see a flick of a tongue, and the Periton is already gone. Asterith is looking up with a satisfied smile. You know, I really thought you'd forget our terms. You get the sword, I get everything else.
admirable. It almost makes me feel bad. She's going to look at Nyril. Now, if you'd be so kind as to deliver my sword. Nyril, do you please make a wisdom saving throw? You're muted.
I said, oh, crap. Yep.
Nyril, you feel yourself, your limbs go leaden. You feel your mind cloud, and you realize she really wants what's the best for you. You should do it. You should hand it over. The rest of you, what are you doing?
Well, Theron got a glimpse of this process during the fight. And I would think he's recognizing what's happening at this point. So he's going to rush over with a bit of a hitch in his getup and try to get between her and Nyril. And
Okay.
he's trying to stop Nyril, and he's going to tell her, if we don't stop what's going to happen, they will come for you too. Keep the terms of the deal.
Make a persuasion check.
I'm not going to lie. I'm not great at these.
I wasn't good at wisdom saves. Ooh, nice.
You're better than you thought.
Yeah.
Not my worst roll.
I laid waste to these, their strongest weapons. Who's to say I won't be eating this Lorik next?
It wasn't that long ago that we were cutting you out of the brambles when these things nearly beat you to death. You don't think that's a trick they can't repeat?
Looks down at her freshly healed scars.
This'll probably take 3 sheddings to be rid of. Very well. What would I do with a sword anyway?
Nyril, you feel the presence leave your mind.
He's going to be like, what was I thinking? Kind of thing.
But I am taking the rest.
Those were the terms.
He's going to move over and curl around possessively on the gold.
And taking the armor, as I recall.
Yeah, you said you'd release this curse.
You wear it so well. Hasn't it been useful?
A little bit tight for my liking.
As you wish. I'll put it back in my collection.
She flicks her tail, and you feel a sudden release as the buckles give and the armor plates fall slack.
Oh, and he's going to just get out of this mess as quickly as he can. And finally be able to take a proper deep breath. Oh, criminy, that's better. Oh, yeah. Oof. And he's just gonna, like, as the piece falls, he's got to kick him towards the brambles in the nest. Yeah, you're gonna have him. Have it all.
She loops out with her tail and cups it back into the nest.
I can probably have some of my servants come this way and bear it back to my lair.
Probably.
You go and do whatever it is you do.
That's fine. Imagine you're going to take a while to sleep off that thing. At least I haven't seen the others.
I'll
up
be
here.
honest, it wasn't great. Too much salad.
Yeah, and antlers and all. I mean, you.
Oh, that's no big deal.
Yeah, but you could have asked one of us to knock those off.
Mm,
Just saying.
take the others if you like.
Think I might. That is, unless that's yours too.
I think, for once, I'm satisfied.
Glad to hear it. You just make yourself comfortable there. And Gnarl's gonna step back, kind of like limp step down, and he's gonna come over and try to take the sword and at least knock off one of these antlers, see what he can tell about it.
Yeah. And it takes some work, but the magical blade is very effective at cutting. You are able to get the antlers free. And they're big. They are probably a good 4 feet long each.
Jeez.
Oh,
And Raka was very familiar with them.
Yeah, so was Nyril.
Yeah. And they still have traces of your blood on them.
Mm-hmm.
It is... The shadows are deepening. The sun has been sort of a colorless haze behind the clouds that hang over the ashlands, but you begin to see some golden light in the west. It is probably 5 o'clock, 5:30. It is definitely getting into the evening. You feel there's a wind at this altitude that is definitely growing cold. And Keela, as you are, tending to your wounds, you hear Cersei's voice in your head one more time.
Day's not gone well. Trees attacked from the forest. Walls collapsing. Defenses failing. Lorik demands single combat with Emberguard Captain. We have until dawn.
we have the sword. We'll try and get to you as soon as we can. And Hila kind of shakes her head and looks at the others and goes, I hate to say it, but we need to move tonight.
Then we need to go tonight.
They ain't gonna last till morning. Lorix demands single combat with the captain.
Captain won't be able to do anything. Not without this. That's your dad.
I said, we're going now. We're not gonna leave him to that fate.
And Darren's gonna turn, look back at Asterith. Enjoy your shinies.
Oh, I will. I definitely will.
And that's where we're going to end tonight.
Oh,
Oof.
man.
Oh, that was a rough one.
Oh, boy. Yeah. Yikes.
Oh.
So, yeah. Nyrl's down to 2 HP.
I was down to 6.
I have 6, or no, I have 7 with my temporary 5.
Yeah.
I was like, ow.
Man.
I got you
And a
all
short
beat.
rest.
I had 0.
That's
Let's go
true.
lower than that. Huh.
I tried to
And
give you
you-
5, but,
I mean, I would have been able to go to 1.
it's darn rules.
I was
And
like, man,
2
watch me using this.
2 failed death saves, too.
Mm.
Whew.
That's
At least I had the
that's
two
nat one.
successes first.
Yeah.
All right.
Oh, wow.
So I don't forget
Yeah.
with Nyral's stuff, he did still have his breastplate, so he's
Yes.
not armorless. So I'm putting that back on so I don't forget.
That's
Oh
important.
man.
Wow.
Yeesh. Oof.
Well, congratulations, you guys. That was a deadly encounter.
Mm-hmm.
It felt it.
Hmm.
Oh yeah.
Yep.
I am literally proud I survived as long as I did against Blue Boy, like coming
Yeah.
at me, and I was like, okay, gotta
Oh
go.
yeah.
Bye.
Yeah. I mean,
Yeah.
without giving anything else away, I will say I had contingencies for each of you. But
Yay.
well done.
I mean, I have a death scene planned for Rakaw if it happens, so I'm prepared.
All right.
Oh, I'm probably gonna regret losing that armor, but it's cursed, so yeah. Spiny Shield did literally save Nyral though in that one.
Oh yes.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
Every point of non-damage and damage helps.
Mm-hmm.
Definitely.
Never got to use Arms of Hadar though, because friendlies were always within range.
That's true.
So
Yeah.
oh well.
I gave myself enough room to cast one last first level spell, and what I was hoping to do was be up at a point where I could hit them both without being in immediate danger. And if I could, I was going to twin cast Guiding Bolt.
Nice.
But then they killed me.
Yeah, I have no ranged attack, so it's like okay, well I can't hit anything. They're up in the air. I better go look for the sword. So
Yeah. Good job, everybody. We lived.
Yeah.
yep.
And
Barely.
now I think it's
Yeah.
time for you to. I mean, can you rule on a winner for those candy bars?
Oh man.
Because everybody had great plays.
Yeah, they
Yeah.
did. They did. I think I'm gonna have to look a little bit in terms of just absolute damage dealt for the play of the night, and I think that's got to go to Theron for those whomping huge hits.
I'll say that the Rakaw burning his last third level spell slot for invoke the Amaranthine
Yes.
probably
Yeah.
saved that last fight.
Yeah,
Like big
that
time.
did save us. So good point. In that case, the peanut butter crisp Seattle Chocolate Company milk chocolate truffle bar is going to be going to Dow Spoons.
Oh.
And,
Well, I will not deny anything with peanut butter, so thank you.
And nobody actually got salty. So I don't know who to go for this. So I'll let you guys decide who gets the San Juan sea salt one with toffee bits.
Somebody else. Not me.
I'll make the choice easy. I can't eat it.
Aw.
Oh.
Okay. In that case, it gets to go to Nuime.
Woo. Chocolate.
I will think
Well,
of,
we did hear an utterance of perch from Keela.
That's
So-
Yep.
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 Yep, that's true.
I think, was Rakaw the only person close enough to hear that?
Probably would
Yeah.
be my guess.
All
I don't
right.
know. Your alignment might be shifting.
Yeah, come to the fun side. Turns out you can do all the things you want and you'll still get heaven.
Apparently. Oh goodness.
Yep. And Nyril was very happy to see Derwin again, even if it was. He's not sure if it was real, but it's good enough for him.
Could you imagine if Theron had gotten the sword instead? Who are you? I'm going. I don't know who you are.
I give your DM a little credit.
That's great.
Oh man. Now I'm just picturing that.
You
Oh
want me to
man.
tell him something? I don't know.
Ah, me.
Boy. Well, we're gonna have fun in the next session heading out of here from with like no health and no
With
spell
no help
slots
with our-
and no healing stuff.
We're gonna
Totally.
go.
Totally
We're gonna
15
save
health-
it.
Yeah. Totally
Limping
15
across the
health
most
points across
dangerous-
the whole party.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah,
Living
and
across like the most dangerous land in the whole
Yeah.
country.
Yeah, because we got to go through
And then-
Elkheim to get that last thing that we need to.
Yep. Yep.
Oh god.
so through
Yep.
Elkheim and then back across that river.
With the evil fish.
hmm And we basically got 12 hours.
Oh wait. How good is Keela's glide like flying at this point almost? Because can't she just grab the sword and go from here? Bye. See you guys.
Well, we are 300 feet up.
I was gonna
And-
say that the
yeah.
angle might actually.
Should keep climbing up these branches, maybe get another 40, 50 feet.
There you go. Get there one way or another.
And oh no! And then that stupid catfish in the river's attracted to magic things.
Yes, it is. That's what I said.
That's
River
right.
Doom.
Oh god.
It's okay. We know what to expect. I'll just hide.
Yeah.
Well, hate to say it, Theron, but your dad might be ending up with a peg leg of sorts. If
Yeah.
All right.
Ooh.
But in any case, I will let you all go. This has been an awesome session. I am amazed we survived.
Yeah.
Ooh, boy. But that was a lot of fun. And now I am very eager to find out what we do next and
Yeah.
how we're possibly going to survive that. So, yeah.
I am drained.
Man.
Well,
that was
one thing
crazy.
that will help you guys, you are all now level 6.
Hey.
Hey.
Nice.
Huzzah!
Yay.
Cool.
So I'm assuming we keep our current hit points, or how does
Yeah.
it work when you're not like
It'll
long
just-
resting?
Yeah, it'll increase by
little bit,
the amount of health that you gain with the level
Oh.
up. So you get
Okay.
that.
Yeah.
Oh, so it's not like a video game where you level up and you get full health and all your spell slots back?
I wish.
Ding, grats.
It should. It should totally do that. With how hard it is to level at higher levels, that should completely be a thing. If Wizards of the Coast is going to change all their errata, they can at least put that in. Or give us mysterious wall chickens.
There you go.
Wall chickens?
Oh yeah, Castlevania staple.
Yeah.
Oh.
Break open a
okay,
wall
yeah.
and there's an entire roast
Yeah.
chicken.
Yep.
Yep.
Oh, man.
Oh, those were the days.
Mm.
But, alrighty. So, are we going to be back 2 weeks from now?
That's the
So
plan.
the
Think
21st.
so?
hmm
So, yep.
Yes.
So not this coming Friday, but the next one, the 21st, is when the next session of Stonemoss Abbey should be. And by then, maybe we'll have figured out a plan. Or we'll just wing it. Because I think we're pretty good at that by now.
There you go.
But
Well,
alrighty.
one thing that will give us a little bit of a boost at 6th level, I get empowered healing, so we get extra
Yay!
healies from spells.
I get an ASI because I'm a fighter, and that means all I do is hit things. So they give me more stuff when I level up to level 6.
Nice.
Alrighty. Well, I will let you guys go. I'm going to hang out with chat here, and I hope you all have a good night. Thank you again for playing, and I will catch you all next time. Say bye.
All right.
Hi, everyone.
Arrivederci.
Thanks for hanging out.
Yep.